What's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United. Good evening, all. We are back with another cheeky little evening roundup of the evening's transfer news and the latest goings on at Manchester United. There is a lot to get into tonight. There is quite a bit to dissect and to digest, my friends. We will be covering all the latest Manchester United news over the next hour. Thank you so much, everybody, for getting in here raw for the show. Sorry we're a few minutes late. Couple of technical difficulties taking place, but we are here. How are we all doing tonight? Thank you so much for joining us, guys. We've got Jason, Billy, what's going on? Woody, Mark Wallace, Michael, hello to you. United 90, Edward, John, Matty Smith, Anthony Okonkwo, how you going? Travis, Kingslayer, what's going on? Larry, the Hoopman, Francois, Thugger 007, good to see you. Billy, Batman, Jonathan Gallagher, oh yes. Edward Reed, Anthony Okonkwo, Marky Wallace, DJ Disco, Dave, Nut, how you doing? Leanne Reeson, John Vallandigham, Simon, Niall, Gattuso, V2 plus 10, everybody. And everybody else as well, thank you so much for getting in here for tonight's show. Do us a favour at the start of this one. Smash that like button on it. Give us a massive like spike at the start of the show. That'd be immense. You know what to do. Smash that one that looks like a big thumb. Hit the likes. Share us around on social media as well. The link is pinned to the top of the live chat. You can just go and give us a cheeky little repost. Oh, yes. So please go and do that, and that'll help the channel out and help the show out tonight. Do spread it around out there. Yes, indeed. Okay, guys, let's get into it. We will be getting in and out of the live chat throughout the show, so make sure you get your thoughts and opinions in throughout. It's an interactive channel like that, so we will do that. Hit the likes as the Vootinator's giving us a tally there. And strap yourselves in, baby, because this one's going to be a screamer. We've got some serious news to discuss and maybe some breaking news to cover as and when it comes out. So let's get stuck into the sort of big definite news of the evening, which obviously came out quite a while ago now. You guys, I'm sure, have already heard. Sergio Reguilón, done deal to Manchester United, done and dusted. Ooh, came a little bit out of left field. We were talking about it earlier on during the Champions League group stage draw video. Obviously, the Marc Cucurella deal fell apart due to financials, I guess, and also Manchester United wanting a certain clause to say that we could axe the deal off in January if we wanted to, which Chelsea, I don't think, were prepared to accept. So it looks like the Reguilón deal, for financial reasons, not just financial reasons, but obviously logistical reasons as well, has become the deal instead. It's pretty random, isn't it? It's like we've had a list of left back. Listen, does it really matter? It's just a Mickey Mouse left back that we've just brought in here because we've got injury concerns. It's cover. It's cover, guys. That's all it is. Just somebody to come in and do a bit of a job for us while we've got a few people in on the physio table. That's all it is, really. I mean, obviously, Cucurella would have been a nicer option, I think. Reguilón, I'm not even really that bothered about him. Like my bro was saying earlier on during the afternoon show, it's like, might as well have just kept on with bloody Alex Telles if we were going to bring in Reguilón, to be fair. So, that is... It's very underwhelming, put it that way. We'll cover all the news on it, though. United's got a super chat in here. Thank you for the super chat here. It says, I missed the Champions League draw. Who did Liverpool get? Way! Get in there, my son. Oh, I love it. Well done, United. That's beautiful. They're in the Europa League guff, aren't they? When is that draw? Nobody even cares. I think it's tomorrow, Friday, but nobody even cares. Who cares? Nobody cares about Thursday night Mickey Mouse guff, mate. But hey, thank you so much, United, for getting in there with that super chat, lad. Way, let's all laugh at the Scousers. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you. Okay, so yes, as we were saying, that's a good one though. As we were saying, Fabrizio and various other outlets reported that the Reguilón situation is a done and dusted deal. It's a here we go situation. This is what Fab said earlier on. He said, Sergio Reguilón to Manchester United, here we go. Verbal agreement in place with Tottenham on loan deal. Man United understand that medical tests are taking place right now. There will be a clause to break the loan deal in January. Marc Cucurella deal off. So that's what I think maybe is the reason why the Cucurella deal fell down, is because United wanted a deal or a clause in place to break the loan deal in January if and as and when we need. That's what we want to. We're so bloody tight-fisted, and we're so tight under the glazes, and we're so much scrimping and saving and having the inability to spend money that we have to have a special clause in the contract to break off a deal in January just in case we've got actually players ahead of him that are fit. What sort of a gas-tastic football club are we turning into, guys, or have we turned into under the shithouse glazers? Look, we should have absolutely just had need this guy for the season? Why the fuck wouldn't we want this guy for the season? Cucurella, I'm talking about. Why wouldn't we have had him for the season? It's extra depth, it's extra competition for places, it's extra quality. It's just an absolute shit-house set of Glazonomic melt fests, really. That's what's taken place here, guys, the reason why we haven't gone and got Cucurella. Exactly, Kyle, the definition of greedy bastards. Precisely, so that's really why we haven't done the deal for Cucurella, because Chelsea didn't want that. They wanted us to not be able to just send him back in January. We're so tight and we're so skint that we have to go and get Sergio Reguilón as a cheaper option, somebody that we can just fling back in the January window if we can do it. I think it's absolutely pathetic, to be honest. It just goes to show you where we're at as a football club. Very gutted about that. But let's have a look at this report as well that says that it's down to not just the financials, but also this sort of logistics about maybe sending him back in Jan. So United's decision to sign Sergio Reguilón over Marc Cucurella was made for footballing and financial reasons, with the hope being that Reguilón can be joined by Sofian Amrabat before Friday's deadline. Yeah, it's not either or though, is it, to be honest? It's just a case of United going for the cheaper, safer, better player we can just fling off back in the January transfer window. I think it's very, very piss poor from United, to be honest, guys. Classic United, though. Zamiassi, thank you very much for getting in here with a super chat. He comments, how will Sergio Reguilón, who you have signed, cope this weekend? Our attack will be like Denzel Washington from The Equalizer. A massacre against your defence. Equalizer 3 rocked. Well, I'm going to surprise you a little bit here, Zamiassi. I've never seen The Equalizer, bud. Never seen The Equalizer. But I tell you something, at the weekend when we play you and we drop you up, mate, it's going to be like a training day out there, mate. We're going to go Denzel on your ass, mate. This shit's chess, it ain't checkers. It's going to be like a training day for Manchester United and we're going to drop you up, mate. It's going to be like deja vu for you when we drop you up again, mate, like back in the day, my son. And you ain't getting no Equalizer against us, mate. We're going to absolutely decimate you, my son. Come on. Couple of Denzel-related, puns for you there. Anyway, whatever, Zamiassi, I'm not interested in your guff, lad. Sergio Reguilón, what are you calling him Sergio Reguilón for? I don't get it, mate, I don't get it. Listen, I'm not a big lover of Sergio Reguilón, I'll be honest with you. I don't think it is a very great signing for us, guys. Okay, so, listen, we were talking about getting in Cucurella on loan, and yesterday I asked the live chat, what sort of a rating would you give this whole deal for Cucurella if we get him? Now, the average in the live chat seemed to be around about sort of 6 or 7 out of 10. It's a short-term cover deal, somebody to come in while we've got injuries and do a job for us. Now, I'll ask the same question to you about Sergio Reguilón, guys. Give this loan deal a rating out of 10 in terms of how satisfied you are with this sort of transfer. I'm going to give it a 3. I think it's piss poor. It goes to show you the lack of bollocks we've got at this football club. Just to scrimp and save and go for a subpar option, go for somebody that wasn't our initial first plan at all, just so we can fling him back to Spurs in fucking January. It's an absolute shit show, to be honest. 3, says United. 3, 3, 1, 4, 3, yeah, 3, 2. So, yeah, Zane, I'm not pretending like Reguilón's a fantastic acquisition. It's just literally cover. It's only a loan. I mean, the Cucurella deal was I think we were getting a better player if that was to be the case. But United just absolutely scrimping and saving to the 10th degree. Get in there, Gungshi. He says 3 or 4 as well. Right, thank you for getting your votes in there. Lots of 3s, lots of 2s, lots of 4s coming in the live chat. Guys, keep smashing that like button if you're just joining the stream tonight. Make sure you do leave a little thumbs up on it. We got hundreds of legends in here right now. Welcome aboard to all of the Bacon Express this evening. Thank you so much for joining and getting on board. But make sure you do hit that thumbs up button. It is free to do so and it does help out the channel immensely. So drop a cheeky little like on it if you haven't done so. Also, hit the subscribe button because we are coming towards 74,000 subscribers and we can do it if you legends hit the subscribe button and get yourself involved. Hey, we've got another super chat here from Nut, our Norwegian legend in his house. What is going on, mate? Thank you very much for getting in here, Mr. Nut. I appreciate you, lad. How are you? He comments and says, I'm old enough to remember The Equalizer, the series with Edward Woodward from the 1980s. The blonde kid from Karate Kid played his son. Yeah, that's right, mate. William Zabka. That's true, he did, didn't he? I've never really seen it, but I remember him being in it. Yeah, that's right, the blonde kid. Come on, give him a name, mate. It's Johnny Lawrence, mate. It's the king of the Cobras, mate. Johnny Lawrence. Come on. Yeah, his name's William Zabka in real life. Only I know that because I fucking love Cobra Kai and the Karate Kid, my son. Fair play to you. Yeah, Zamiassi, what you talking about, mate? What you talking about? Thank you, Nut. I appreciate you for your super chat there. Much love, much love, much love. You watch that. We're old, says United 90. Anyway, thank you so much for that, Nut. That's awesome. Yeah, you know, with age comes great wisdom, my friend. That's what I'd say there. Right, okay, guys, listen to this as well. The medical's been passed by Sergio Reguilón. In case you wondered a bit about that, David Ornstein, about 29 minutes ago, given an update in that regard. Here is the news down below that says Sergio Reguilón has completed his medical ahead of his move from Tottenham to Man United. The 26-year-old is joining on a season-long loan with a break clause in January. Oh, my goodness me. So rare you hear of break clauses in January. It just goes to show you how skint we are. No fee or buy option, but Man United covering full salary. AMRABAT also on track. So if you believe this from David Ornstein, I've heard some reports to say that we are paying a fee for this guy up front. But if you believe reports from David Ornstein, and he is a very good source, he's suggesting that there's no fee or buy option, so it's just a straight loan. We're covering the wages. I mean, if that's the case, you can see why Manchester United have gone for it. Financially, it makes more sense than paying £4 or £5 million up front to Chelsea, especially when they won't have some sort of a break clause in the deal if that's what we want to do. So it is literally, this decision, in my opinion, is just down to saving a few £1,000,000. That's it. Man United and the Glazers are proper shithouses, guys. Let's get a hashtag Glazers out in the live chat immediately. This is more classic Glazer shithousery. They're not actually doing the best thing for the club. No, they don't care about that. They're just doing the cheapest thing for the club. They're doing the most financial sense thing for the football club. Classic shithouse Glazers here. That's what this is. Because, look, obviously, Reguilón passes medical, that's great. Doesn't seem like there's much of a fee, if at all, any. So, therefore, they're saving a few £1,000,000 as opposed to going to get the Cucurella deal done. So, it is just classic Glazer shithousery right here, guys, to save a few million. Not what's best for the football club, not what is getting the best possible player that we can actually get in. Oh, no. Just what's the cheapest deal right now? Who's the next body we can get in? I wouldn't be surprised if we go and get Wout Smeghurst for the rest of the bloody season, to be honest, on loan in some capacity or something like that. Some real dirtbag player. Not that he's a dirtbag, but he's crap. You know what I mean? It wouldn't surprise me. Just get a bloody bag of potatoes in there. Let's promote Slabby Maguire to centre-forward backup. You know what I mean? It wouldn't surprise me at all. That's the sort of owners that we've got, and that's the sort of team we've become, unfortunately. So, Reguilón, yeah, okay, brilliant. He's passed his medical. Fantastic, nice one. So, yeah, that's done, guys, basically. It's done and dusted. Obviously, there'll be announcements very, very soon, but from all the Tier 1 journos, it's done. He is coming in on a loan deal, and there's a break clause in January. So that suits Manchester United because that means we can just send him back off once Luke Shaw and Malacia is available. To be fair, I think that this is a surprise addition anyway, i.e. the left-back position. We weren't really looking at a left-back just a few weeks ago, but because of all these injury issues we've had, Luke Shaw with a Frey Bentos Pie-related muscle strain and Malacia getting injured as well, these issues have obviously reared their ugly head, and that means that United have to do something in order to try and get some extra cover there. So I get it, I understand it. That's all this is. It's just a body to come in. It's a bag of potatoes to go and stick it at left back there. That's all it is. So look, probably in January we probably will send him back. Who knows? Let's see if Reguilón does any good for us. I think he's a decent enough player. He's a good player. Would have rather Cucurella, would have rather Spinazzola, but those guys were going to cost a little bit in order to bring in. This guy's basically just covering his salary. So he's available for a lot less, which means that the Glazers can book a holiday in the fucking Cayman Islands at the end of the year, the scumbags. And they could go there and do what they do, which is probably some Epstein Island type shit. But in regards to, this deal, it's not good. It's average. We could have done better, but that's what we decided to do. But I guess it's a bonus, isn't it? We were not expecting to bring in a left back at the start of this, situation. And, it's better somebody than nobody. In regards to the midfield position, though, peeps, crikey, still haven't got that sorted out, have we? What a bunch of melters. We're going to get onto the AMRABAT stuff now, folks. So, yeah, Sergio Reguilón, done deal. Fantastic. Nice one. I give it a 2 or a 3 out of 10 in terms of a deal. It's a cheapo option for us. Instead of realistically going for somebody who's better, we've just cheaped out because this is a cheaper option. We can send him back in January and it doesn't cost us as much. So this is not really a footballing decision. So we saw this report here that said that it wasn't just a financial decision, but also a footballing decision. No, what it is mainly a financial decision. decision. It's cheaper, it's easier to send him back, and it's not going to cost us as much, and we're not obligated to keep him for the rest of the season. That's what it is. It's just a financial decision, if you ask me. Anyway, so let's talk about Sofyan Amrabat very quickly. There were some very concerning reports coming out earlier on that Fulham were maybe interested in bringing this guy in and had in fact bid for the guy. And let me pop that up on screen right now. Very concerning. They're working on Amrabat. Fulham interested in bringing in Sofyan Amrabat. We're hearing talks of obviously Paulinho going out of Fulham and them getting a significant amount of cash. Fulham trying to do some business for this guy. And Gianluca Di Marzio reporting that Fulham are working on Amrabat from Fiorentina for a €30 million fee. Hashtag Glazers out! Why the fuck are Fulham able to go and put in €30 million offers essentially for this guy? And Man United have been fannying around all summer with pure inability to try and get a deal done. What is the matter with us? We're pathetic. So they're working on the Amrabat deal, but it does seem like Amrabat doesn't really want to go there. He obviously wants to go to Manchester United, and various reports coming out to suggest that there's no real concerns about him joining Fulham and that he's essentially rejected the Fulham move. So Florian Plettenberg says that Sofyan Amrabat won't join Fulham. Instead, Fiorentina and Man United are in concrete talks now about a possible transfer of the 27-year-old. So we know that obviously he wants to come to Manchester United. He has been waiting all summer long to join Manchester United and just waiting patiently for us to bid. I mean, he has more or less been on the internet twerking his derriere at Manchester United, trying to get us to go and bid for the guy. That's what's going on there. But Man United ain't no simps, clearly. We haven't gone in and put a bid in yet. It's a disgrace. But in all honesty, we're expecting that would have happened sooner rather than later. We are in concrete talks for this guy at this moment in time, if you believe this message here. Fabrizio has reported that, we are working. Hey, Chewbacca! Man United have given me a cold, guys. I'm allergic to absolute buffoonery. That's what I'm allergic to right now. Apologies for sneezing right in the microphone there. But, Fulham working on Amrabat. Manchester United clearly want to get this guy in. There are new talks taking place. So let's have a look at this, right? Fabrizio, just literally before I went live, tweeted this out. Thank you for the bless yous, guys. And he said that Manchester United and Fiorentina will have a new round of talks for Sofyan Amrabat deal in the next few hours. So we're working on this tonight, guys. It should hopefully materialise. He doesn't really want to go to Fulham. Fulham is obviously keen on him because of what's happening with Paulinho. He doesn't really want to go to Fulham. He's been waiting for Man United for a long time now, and he's just waiting for us to really try and do the business there and get that agreement in place with Fiorentina. It could well be coming at some stage over the next few hours. If not, then we're hoping that we can get the deal done tomorrow for deadline day. But it's really, really quite pathetic. We've missed a couple of super chats. Thank you, Aaron. I apologise. I missed a couple of super chats. V2 plus 10 says United will be Ivan Drago and Arsene Hollands will be Apollo Creed, says V2 plus 10. Why'd you got to go and do Apollo like that, mate? Why'd you have to go and do Apollo like that, my son? If he dies, he dies. Why'd you have to go and do him dirty like that, my son? I love Apollo Creed. And Ivan Drago savagely beats him to death, mate, at the start of the movie after James Brown singing Living in America, mate. There's no need for it. That's a savage analogy there, my son. But Apollo Creed, you know what, though? They are going to be Apollo Creed, mate. We are going to batter them up, mate. That's right. Oh, yes. Thank you, V2 plus 10. Samiasi says, who would Maguire play in The Karate Kid? Samiasi, thank you very much for getting in there, my son. Who would Maguire play in The Karate Kid? That's a great question, I think maybe he would play the guy who just sits on the sidelines and gets knocked out really early on, mate, and just says, yeah, Johnny, get him a body bag. Get him a body bag, Johnny. Yeah. Just some loudmouth twat who's actually shite and doesn't do anything for the fucking team. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't really think of who he would actually play, mate. That's a very good point. I mean, he wouldn't play anybody decent. He wouldn't play anybody decent. He'd play a tree. Yeah, he would play the bonsai tree from Karate Kid Part 3 that Zach Barnes breaks when he's pulling Daniel LaRusso up from the fucking cliff in the middle of that cliff thing, right? And he breaks it at the top and he's like, yeah, sign the document, mate. And then he fucking breaks the fucking tree and Mr. Miyagi has to duct tape it back together and save it. Remember? Yeah, that's right. We've got a broken bonsai tree. As a player, lad. Great shout. I love your style there. Thank you, Sabias. Get him a body bag. Anyway. Anyway, thank you for getting in here with your comments. So, right, new round of talks taking place, guys. Apparently, the AMRABAT deal is on track for Manchester United to try and get in. David Ornstein says as much, that Sofian Amrabat to Man United is on track. Whatever that means, on track. Is it on track? Is it a train? Is it on the track going to Completionville? Or is it on a track going to Burnsville? I don't know. Either way, it does seem like we are working on that deal right now. Fulham had put in a £30 million bid, or at least were considering putting in a £30 million bid, depending on the source that you look at. Obviously doesn't want to go and play for Fulham. Fulham are a mid-table side. Manchester United's got Champions League football. We're absolute dons. But we would actually have to go and bid for this guy in order to convince him to come. Or not convince him to come, but in order for him to come, we'd have to actually bid for the guy. That is what's so pathetic about Manchester United right now. It's just our inability to actually go and buy this player. So all summer long we've been waiting. But as I say, Florian Plettenberg reports that Amrabat will not join Fulham. Instead, Fiorentina and Man United are in concrete talks right now about a possible transfer of the 27-year-old. So, happy days there, guys. It does look like Amrabat is still very much on the agenda for United right now. But who really knows if we can get this done? I would not be surprised, because Man United have fumbled lots of deals. We've already changed our mind last minute on the Marc Cucurella loan deal as well, based on the fact that it would cost us a few million extra than going to get a cheaper option, Sergio Reguilón. So, as far as this guy goes, I'm really not overly convinced that this guy can get completed. I expect it to happen. Let's ask the live chat very quickly, guys. Do you think we'll sign Sofian Amrabat? Yes or no? Thank you so much. Get your thoughts in there. Tommy Boyle says, got a mate in Italy, sausage. Says press rumours. He's on a plane for a medical. Fair play to you, lad. Interesting. Well, I mean, look, if they are really strongly considering getting this deal done with Fiorentina, he better be over pretty quick having these medicals done, because literally there's a day left of this window. Lots of people saying yes, we will get it done. Leanne thinks no. Pitty says yes. I do think we'll get it done, to be honest. I very much do think we'll get it done. Zamiasi, thank you very much for getting in with a $9.99 super chat. Says Pig, £950 bet. Arsenal get further in the Champions League than United. Deal. Are you serious? Are you taking the piss, mate? Just because you've got a piss easy group, mate? Are you serious, mate? I'll take that bet with you. Are you taking the piss, Zamiasi? Are you joking, mate? What, Arsenal Hollands who can't even you never won a bloody Champions League in your life, man? And you expect to get further than Manchester United in this tournament? I'm taking that bet, bro. I'm taking that bet, lad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one for gambling £950 I don't have. You know what? I don't even need this £950, lad, in this instance. We'll definitely get further than you, my son. Are you kidding? Arsenal Hollands have about as much European pedigree as Kettering Town, lad, in that they've never won the European Cup. You know what I'm saying? And that's actually true. Literally, Arsenal have the same amount of European Cups as Kettering Town, my son. I kid you not. So, therefore, I take that bet all day. Do you reckon I should take Zane's bet, guys? What a ridiculous bet for a start. To be honest, Zamiasi, we know what you and your bets are like. Anyway, mate, you're the ultimate welcher. If you were a 1970s female actress, you'd be Raquel Welch, mate, because you're a Welcher, lad. You don't pay up on your bets, lad. We know that. You should have been PayPaling me a long time ago, my son. But oh no, coming in dribs and drabs with these guff super chats talking about movies all the time, trying to settle the balance. You're a disgrace, Zane. You're the ultimate Welcher, lad. But you've said it in front of 400 odd people now, my friend. So anyway, we will definitely batter you up, mate. No doubt about it. We'll definitely batter you up, okay? I'm happy with that. Definitely batter you up like my son. Okay, so let's just get in there raw and talk about the remaining news very quickly. So thank you, Chloe Jenkins, for getting in here with a super chat as well. Says, why has this guy's turned down clubs like Bayern, Liverpool and others? Makes no sense. How much have the Muppets offered him, says Chloe Jenkins. I think there's a couple of reasons as to why Sofian Amrabat's turned down those moves. You just said Liverpool. Well, I think the reason he's turned down Liverpool is because Liverpool are a bunch of shithouses who play in the Europa League, mate. Here, mate, we play in the fucking Thursday night league, lah. You know, nobody wants to go and play Thursday night football. Plus, half of the agenda at Liverpool, if you actually go and play for Liverpool, yeah, okay, you know, but it's a decent club and everything, but half of your diet in the canteen consists of rodents. That's a big problem for some people. Some people are adverse to eating rats. before training. You know, it's a good protein source, of course it is. Cheeky rat burger for breakfast, rat macaroni for lunch, and a cheeky little bit of rat and veg for dinner. But a lot of people aren't really too keen on that level of cuisine, so it ends up that they don't want to go there for that reason as well. Bayern, okay, interesting. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard too much of the links in terms of him going to Bayern. Obviously, Galatasaray were interested in him. Fulham were interested in him. But there's no doubt that the best club out of all those clubs that we've just discussed that are interested in Sofyan Amrabat is Manchester United. Thank you, Tommy Boyle says some people got more money than sense sausage. Tommy Boyle, I completely agree with you, mate. And Zamiassi is one of those guys. Zamiassi is the type of guy to offer 950 bones on Arsenal progressing far in the Champions League or further than Manchester United. I mean, I would say that our group is obviously harder than Arsenal's group, but Manchester United are just a better team and have better European pedigree than Arsenalans. So anyway, good luck to you there, Zamiassi. You're melting, lad. You are melting. Thank you for that, though. Get in there, my son. Right, okay, guys, let me cover the rest of the news. Sorry, I've got sidetracked here. Let's cover the rest of the news. So we do have information, some quotes from the president of Fiorentina. This is via Fabrizio Romano. Let's take a little look at this, everybody. So the president of Fiorentina says, his name's Comiso, said on the Sofyan Amrabat deal, we told Amrabat that if he wants to leave, we'll try to make it happen. He's still under contract, so eventually he will stay here. Man United or Galatasaray, there are multiple negotiations ongoing. So it's not just Manchester United that are talking to Fiorentina. It seems like it's Fulham as well, maybe Galatasaray, you know, one or two other clubs perhaps interested in him too. So we've got to act quickly. It does look like he wants us and he's prepared to wait for Manchester United to get this deal done with Fiorentina and come and join us. We're the bigger, better team that's interested in him. Shadow Stoic, thanks very much for the super chat, mate. Says, buy a Whisper Gold Pig gaming stream soon. Get in there, my son. Let's get a super chat emoji in there. Thank you, Shadow Stoic, mate. I'll get myself a cheeky Whisper Gold or two, lad. Appreciate that. Gaming stream soon. They will be back soon after the transfer windows close, which is very soon, obviously. And obviously the new FIFA's coming out towards the end of the month. We'll get bang on that as well. Thank you very much, Shadow Stoic, for that. Do appreciate that one. Absolute legend. Thank you so much. That's very kind. Right, so as these quotes say, you know, they obviously are trying to get rid of Sofyan Amrabat. We know Fiorentina's stance on it. They just want a decent deal. Man United trying to cheap out as much as possible. There are still talks that United are trying to get a deal done as a loan capacity, which is an absolute joke when you hear that Fulham have bid 30 million euros or prepared to bid 30 million euros for it. I find it an absolute debacle that Man United are playing games like that. So Graham Bailey from 90 Mins reports that the potential deal, this is this evening at 10:30, so only 20 odd minutes ago, reports that the potential deal for Sofyan Amrabat could be a loan with an obligation to buy. United would pay a £5 million loan fee now, plus a further 20 million in 2024 when he joins permanently. Talks continue regarding the exact payment structure. Surely that can't be real when you've got clubs like Fulham who are prepared to pay, you know, who are literally prepared to pay 30 million euros up front. They're never going to go for that deal from Manchester United if there's literal interest from other clubs for money right now. So I think it's ridiculous if that's the case, that we're fanning around trying to get some sort of loan deal with an obligation to buy. Just pay the bloody money, get this guy in, and we can move forward amicably. Thank you, Gungshi. Yes, indeed, Gungshi says smash the like button for Piggy. Oh, wow, guys, look at that. We're creeping up in the old subscribers. Guys, smash the subscribe button if you're new to the show. There's probably a few new legends in it. We've got nearly 500 people watching the show right now tonight. Good evening, all. We cover all the latest United news on this channel in a no bullshit, no clickbait way. So get yourself involved by smashing the like button on it. And do hit that subscribe as well if you're new. But yeah, hit the likes like Gungsi says. That'd be awesome. Super chat here, it's from Zamiassi again. Zamiassi says, also it's the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park this month. I saw that, to be fair, Zamiassi, lad, you know. 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park, yep. Almost the 30th anniversary of Arsenal last win in the Premier League as well. Obviously, it's over 20 years now. That's got to smart a little bit there, Zamiassi, lad, you know. That's got to smart. It's been 10 years since United done it, to be honest. That's filth as well. But 20 years? Oh, since you went Invincibles, it's coming, mate. It's filth. But yeah, I agree. That's pretty cool, isn't it, Zamiassi? Again, on things that have no relevance to this chat whatsoever, starring Zayn Miassi. He's talking about Jurassic Park's 30th anniversary. Oh, nice one, Zayn, mate. Oh, dinosaur friend. You know, who cares, mate? Who cares, bro? You know what I'm saying? You're talking absolute guffin here. Fair play to you, though. I did see that Cineworld have one of those Jurassic Park Jeeps outside on Friday or whatever for the 30th anniversary. Nice one, mate. Who gives a shit? I like Jurassic Park. I'm a big fan, but we're talking about football here, mate. What are you doing coming in here talking about 30th anniversaries of movies, for fuck's sake? What's it going to be next? Zamiasi's next super chat is, did you know, Pig, it's the 15th anniversary of when I lost my virginity to my left hand after watching James Cameron's The Making of the Titanic. You've got bloody issues, Zamiasi, lad. Goodness me. Anyway, thank you very much for that, bro. Let's get back on track with the news. Zamiasi always trying to derail us with some bloody Jurassic guff. What's that all about? Alright, okay. So, the latest news, guys. You wanna know something? You wanna know a little something about Slabby Maguire? Seems like Slabby Maguire and Shotty McShotomy McColostomy Bag McTominay are staying, doesn't it? I mean, we do have some interest maybe from Fulham, so check this out. This evening, reports coming out that Fulham are interested in bringing in Shotty McShotbag McTominay. I guess if we go and get AMRABAT, and obviously Paulinia goes from them, then they're going to have to go and get somebody. Please say this is true and they can go and take this colostomy bag off of us. Please. Dharma Chef from Sky Sports reporting that Fulham make initial contact with Manchester United over Scott McTominay. Please, let's do this deal. Fulham are looking at options if João Paulinia leaves. Bayern are pushing, would take substantial offer for United to even consider. Substantial offer? The substantial offer would be a case of Iron Brew, a packet of shortbread, a couple of haggises, and a cheeky copy of Razzle Mag. That's all it takes in order to go and get this deal done for Shotty McColostomy Bag McShortbread McTominay. Surely it's not going to be a lot of money. Let's face it, £30 million. That's a great offer that's a great deal for Manchester United. We've talked about the maximum we can get for him. It seems like Manchester United want to go and try and ask for more money. We know West Ham put a bid in for him a short while ago for £30 million, which we rejected and absolutely melted. And I have no idea why we did that, to be fair. We were just being greedy. But now it does look like maybe there's an opportunity for Man United to receive a good bit of cash again from another side. If Fulham do let João Paulinia go, which looks like that has happened, basically, then then they're going to need a replacement. If they can't get AMRABAT, who they're interested in, who they've had talks with Fiorentina over, but he doesn't want to go to them and wants to go to United, then they're going to have to get somebody in. Scott McTominay is a decent sort of player for them. They can get the old band back together. Pereira, McTominay are the same gaff. Go and get Chuck Maguire in. I said you buy one, you get one free. I said you buy one, you get a slab free. For every single Scotty McTominay you buy, you get a Slabby Maguire. Absolutely free. That's what I do. Thank you, Chrissy J, for your highlighted member comment. 20 months this guy's been a member, says Glazers and the board have ruined our club. Get out. Very well said, Chrissy J. I know, just look at how lacking we are with power in the transfer window. It is quite pathetic. Thank you so much, Chrissy. Hashtag 20 for you, my friend. Thanks for supporting and getting your passionate comments in here, mate. That's much love to you, bro. Simon Warner says 16 months and counting on this epic channel. Thank you so much, pal, for being here for 16 months. That's bloody awesome. Very much appreciated to you. Thank you so much indeed. That is very, very kind of you. And apparently I missed a super chat from Naz786, but I can't see that, you know. I can't see that, mate. I'm sorry, bro. What did you say, lad? What did you say? I'm sorry. I can literally just scroll up and it must have gone because there's so many people commenting here. 22 subscribers away from the next mini milestone of 73,000.7k subscribers. Keep hitting the subs up if you're new. Right, so it looks like Slabby Maguire is staying. He is the ultimate turd that will not flush this summer transfer window. Even West Ham had actually put in a bid for him and he doesn't want to go anywhere because his bollocks are too massive. He thinks he's got space hoppers for testicles and he's not prepared to go anywhere. Also, Gareth Southgate's had a little conversation with him and said, Slabby Maguire, you know, here's an idea for you. It doesn't matter if you have to go, if you can't find another football club and you never play again for Manchester United, I'll still select you in the England setup, mate. I will still select you in the England setup as long as you can agree to be my personal living gimp. I live down in my basement in a box and I get you out from time to time and give you a frickin' whipping with a towel, lad. Then, you know, you can come and be my man for England. That seems to be the case. Southgate's obviously got some sort of agreement in place with Slabby Maguire beyond playing football, it seems. That's why he gets selected in bloody teams all the time. We've got some quotes from Gareth Southgate here. This is what he says. Release the gimp! Exactly, Garuda. You know it. Right, okay. This is what he said in regards to him. Gareth Southgate on Harry Maguire. This is what he said. He said, Tyrone Mings is out for the most of the season. John Stones is out for this camp. Eric Dyer hasn't appeared in Tottenham's squad, so there's a space there. And for these 2 games, it's important we have some experience in that area, because he's been selected in the squad, obviously, for the internationals, even though he's not played and even though he's shite. Well, guess what? Why is he being selected, guys? Ask yourself this question. I do find it very concerning that Harry Maguire just gets selected regardless for England, no matter what he does, no matter the fact he's not playing, no matter the fact that he's a big bollocks prima donna melter, bad attitude, refusing to go and play football regularly. Southgate still selects him. I find it pathetic that Southgate's still selecting this guy. He's either got nudes of Gareth Southgate doing some odd things with a Pizza Hut cheesy bite pizza, or, you know, like I say, he's living in his basement in a box. I'm living in a box. I'm living in a cardboard box. He's living in a box in his basement or something. I don't know what's going on there. It's very bizarre. But either way, he gets selected regardless, and there you go. Harry Maguire is unsellable right now. Southgate could have done Man United a massive favour if he had not selected him in this particular international break squad. If that was the case, then maybe that puts the pressure on Harry Maguire to have to accept the fact that he's not going to play regularly at United. It may well bring his England position into disrepute and means that he's more likely to go elsewhere. You know what? Southgate, stitch it up. Stitched us up again. Piss off Gareth Southgate, mate. Get him out of the England side, honestly. He's a guff manager anyway. Yeah, okay, you know, he's done all right, I guess, but he's crap. Get rid of him. He's making poor decisions. He's a weak-minded manager. He's weak, guys. Taking you know, just the mates that he's got. He takes his mates and that's it. He's a weak guy. So I say get rid of Slabo Southgate. He's an absolute crumble job. Zayn Miasi's got in here with another super chat. This man's going in raw tonight. Fair play to you, Zayn. What's he got to say for himself tonight, this man? This is what he says again. He says, Pig, did you see there is a plan to resurrect the woolly mammoth by 2027? Could you imagine thousands of years down the line they try to bring back Maguire? I wondered where that was going, mate. I wondered where that was going. Zayn Miasi, we've already done that, my friend. What are you talking about, Zayn? This is nothing new to us, mate. Where do you think we got Slabby Maguire from, mate? Slabby Maguire is a Neanderthal that we found in a block of ice, mate, and we resurrected him about 30 years back. Did you not realise that, mate? Can you not tell? He's not a human being, my son. He's literally Neanderthal vibes, man. We've already done that, Zayn. I don't know why you're thinking that that's not already been done. That has actually taken place, Zayn Miasi. Thank you very much, Zayn Miasi, though, for getting in here with that, bro. That is pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Thank you so much, Zayn Miasi, for that, bro. Oh, it sounds like we've got some mega bufferation on the go. What a shit show. What's going on? Give it a refresh, guys. Make sure you refresh the show if you haven't done so. Please do refresh it. Give it a refresh if you haven't done so. But Zayn Miasi going in there absolutely raw. Fair play to you, my son. I do appreciate it. That is quite funny. Maybe I could imagine they would bring Slabby Maguire back, possibly, but I don't know what the reasoning behind that would be. Thank you very much. I think he's also possibly going to have some sort of interest in the future anyway. You know, like how this current civilization looked back on some of the monoliths and some of the sort of artifacts and things that get left behind from previous cultures and that sort of thing, you know, like Stonehenge, for instance. There's all this interest around Stonehenge from this current culture. I think that could probably happen with Harry Maguire in a few thousand years, you know. The culture in a few thousand years just stumbles upon the remains of Slabo Maguire and goes, crikey, what was this structure? Was this a place of worship? Was this something to do with the equinox? What was this structure here, you know, that we've stumbled upon here? It resembles some sort of monolith. It's some sort of large stone pillar structure. You know, I could imagine that to be the case, to be honest with you, Zane. Anyway, stop talking absolute guff in my live chat, mate. Thank you, though. Kyle says, Piggy, check Reguilón's injury history. Don't even get me started, Kyle Smith, mate. We are injury FC. I think that's a prerequisite for coming to Manchester United, actually, is you have to be an injury-prone melter. That's kind of a prerequisite, you know. We've got Tony, Luke Shaw likes an injury or two, Rafael Varane. You know, I think it's a prerequisite, man. You know, where we do our recruitment from the hospital team, it seems. Anyway, thank you very much for your super chat as well there, boss. Right, let's carry on with the news, guys. So we'll get back onto AMRABAT, and we've got, obviously, news coming out throughout the show. We'll cover the Reguilón stuff again, anything else that comes out throughout the show. But let's take a little look. So as I mentioned, Maguire and McTominay, it looks like they may be set to stay, but there is some interest from Fulham and perhaps one or two others in Scott McTominay. Liam Canning says this, which I totally agree with, really. £60 million earlier in the summer for McTominay and Maguire was a very good deal to accept. Now left with both in the squad, with Maguire on the bench, running down another year of the contract and losing transfer value. Not only losing transfer value, but sucking out £200,000 a week in the process. How shite of a run football club are we? We should have just paid Maguire whatever he wanted, to be honest. I mean, there were some talks that he wanted in excess of £10 million. But if you're getting £30 million for the guy, it's better than a kick in the anus to accept that offer, give him what he wants, pay him the remainder of the contract, pay him the difference, get him out of the club and start again. We should have done that, really. So I am very disappointed that Maguire's going to stay here for the rest of this season, it looks like. He's unsaleable by the looks of it. I mean, there's still a day left. Perhaps we can get him gone. I'll ask the live chat very quickly. Yes or no, do we sell Maguire? Does he stay or does he go? Just put stay or go in the live chat. I think he'll stay. He is unflushable, this man. V2 plus 10, thanks for your comment. He says, Piggy, it's confirmed Maguire is being sold to Stonehenge. Go on, lad. Yes, they need another pillar there, and he's just about going to fit the bill, mate. He's just about the right sort of, it's got the right sort of pace to be a Stonehenge pillar. I respect it. Thank you so much, V2 plus 10 for that, lad. Go on. Chloe Jenkins with a £5 super chat as well says, Southgate has stated crap. Dyer is not in the squad because he's not playing. Maguire is. I know, he's literally said that. He literally said that in his statement, didn't he? He said, well, Dyer's not playing regularly, but he thinks Maguire's playing regularly. Maguire's not playing regularly. Maguire can't get a game. He struggled to get a game for, the Services FC. He struggled to get a game for AT&T United at the moment, this twat. Nobody wants to play him. Nobody thinks he's good enough for United, and he's not been playing at all, yet Southgate still selects him. I couldn't agree more, Chloe. He's an absolute idiot, this man. An absolute idiot. Stay, says Jason and Steve. Gattuso thinks he'll stay, so does Vincent Bullock. He's not going, he's protected, says Malps. Go, says Johnny. Well, look, because of Varane's injury now as well, it further increases the likelihood that Maguire's staying anyway, because it doesn't look like we'll be able to get a late replacement in. So that just increases the likelihood that he is staying at the football club. And it increases the likelihood that he'll play, actually. I can see Maguire playing quite a few games. Sure, we will go for the likes of Lindelof and Martinez, first choices right now with Varane out for 6 weeks. But beyond that, what if somebody else gets an injury at the back there? Maguire's probably going to be slotting in there before you know it. So I actually think he'll not only stay for us, but he'll also play some games for us, unfortunately. He'll actually get regular game time between now and the end of the season because, we don't have enough options there. We haven't signed a replacement centre-back. Stephanie says we've smashed 200 likes on the show. Thank you, everyone. Take a second to drop a thumbs up on it. We've got 474 legends in it. That means less than half of you have hit the like button. You what? Are you Maguire in disguise? Are you Maguire in disguise? Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so. Drop a like on it. Give us a like spike. It's free and it helps us boost up there on the YouTube algorithm and helps us to compete with clickbait wankers and corporation monstrosities. So do smash that like on it if you haven't done so. And make sure you subscribe. Look, we're only 14 subscribers away from 73.7k subs. So you know what to do. Twat the thumbs up. Twat the subscribes. Get yourself in there raw. Right, I've got a lot of other news to discuss. We'll get back on the main headlines in a minute. But as I say, Fulham working on AMRABAT, Man United working on AMRABAT, Fulham also potentially working on Scotty McShotty and McTominay. Fulham are seemingly trying to get replacement for Palhinha. Thank you, Shadow Stoic, for gifting out a membership on the channel, lad. Go on. Thank you so much there, my friend. The Master Ball in the live chat. Check that out, bro. He's chucked a Master Ball my way, and he's caught himself a cheeky little Stephanie Griffith. That's who's been given the membership. Thank you, Shadow Stoic. I appreciate that one, lad. Thanks for chucking the Master Ball in the live chat there, my son. You know it. I appreciate that one. Everyone get some love in there, please, for Shadow Stoic. That's very kind, lad. That's very kind. Vincent says, Pig, I want your thoughts on Garnacho being given the number 17. Yeah, good stuff, mate. We obviously thought maybe Rasmus Højlund would be getting that one, right? Looks like it's obviously been given to Garnacho. Those are my thoughts. It means jack all, mate. It's a shirt number. Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? I honestly don't care. Those are my thoughts. I don't care what numbers, I don't care what players' numbers have, apart from maybe like Mason Mount getting given the 7 too early, because it's such an iconic shirt number. He shouldn't have been given the 7, no way. Other than that, I don't really give a shite what shirt number people get, to be honest with you. It's about them playing well and doing their job out there on the pitch. It doesn't matter what number they've got on their back, to be fair, lad. But yes, respect. Okay, so we are linked to this guy, Yusuf Fofana, as well, guys, which is apparently just an option if we cannot get the deal done for AMRABAT. Pretty filth. Fabrizio Romano says that Manchester United have asked for a loan to buy option for French midfielder Youssouf Fofana. Take that with a pinch of salt. We're still definitely trying to focus on getting in Sofiane Amrabat. A couple of other players linked away from Manchester United now we'll talk about very briefly. Players that may well move before the end of the window. So Donny van der Beek apparently is on Inter's list as an option for midfield. We know there's other clubs interested in Donny, and we are pushing Donny out of the football club right now, trying to get him gone. There's also confirmation of Gravenberch, done deal a couple of hours ago, going to join the Scousers. Here, mate, we got a new signing. It's Ryan Gravenberch. He's joined Liverpool. Here we go, la. 40 million euros plus 5 million add-ons. Ooh, that's a rip-off. 5-year deal. He will fly to Liverpool this evening. LFC agreement in place and medical test booked. Who cares? We've missed out on Ryan Gravenberch, mate. He's gone to the Scousers, la. Who cares? He's a decent player, to be fair. He's young as well. He'll go on and probably do some decent things, but I'm not overly bothered about getting him. Obviously, we would have liked to have gone and got AMRABAT out of the choice of midfielders we're looking at anyway, so I'm not bothered about Gravenberch going there. We've also sold Ted End Mengi, guys. Dead End Mengi is now no longer a Manchester United player. David Ornstein has now reported that there is an agreement in place and a done deal, and it's done. Mengi to Luton Town, permanent transfer, official. Ted End Mengi leaves Manchester United and signs for Luton Town on a permanent transfer. See you later on, Ted End Mengi. Never worked out for him. I actually had forgotten he was even at the club, to be fair, but there you go. He just never really got many opportunities, I suppose, but he never really forced his way into the side in any sort of capacity. So, dead end Mengi reaching a dead end at Manchester United and is now a Luton Town player. Let's get a hashtag good luck in the live chat to dead end Mengi, though. Good luck to the lad. At one point thought maybe he could burst into the team, but obviously not the case. Also, confirmation that Dean Henderson is no longer a Manchester United player. Thank you for subscribing there, Shrina2002. Appreciate that. And Sean McCormill as well. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Yeah, confirmation that Dean Henderson has left Manchester United. Get in there, my son. Come on. Finally got rid of somebody who's a complete hanger-on, a complete mole at the club, who's never really done anything and is just on big money. We've finally got rid of him. So the confirmation has now come through. Official, confirmed. Dean Henderson has joined Crystal Palace on a £15 million deal plus 5 million in add-ons. We actually got a decent bit of money for the guy as well, so that's not a bad bit of business at all. And good luck to Henderson as well, good luck to the guy. But as I say, he was just a lingerer around Manchester United squad in the end. We don't need him, and he was just money. He was just an asset that's taking up the ability to generate cash and also costing a lot of money every single week. It was reported the guy was on somewhere around about £130,000 a week at United, so that's a great bit of business from Man United to get this guy gone. So there's still potential for us to sell or loan out a couple more players before the window shuts as well. Maybe Mesbury's one of them, but we've also heard that Donny van der Beek is very much trying to be pushed out the football club at the minute. And Simon Warner brings up a great point. There's some reports this evening that it looks like Pellistri is staying, and I'm very happy about that as well. Very, very happy about that, because I think Pellistri's ready to play a role in the side. He's obviously not going to be first choice or anything, but expected to be, a bit part player for us this season. JRE is watching from Naples, Don Piglioni. AMRABAT, please. Thank you so much there, JRE, man. Great to see you. How goes it? Thanks so much for getting in here from Naples, lad. Nice one, bro. That is awesome. What's that like at this time of year, son? Thank you very, very much indeed there, though, for that there, JRE. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, AMRABAT needs to be finished, doesn't it? We need to just get him in, stop being a complete fanny. It would be a nightmare if we can't end up getting that deal wrapped up. So I'm going to just go back to the first topic we discussed, get into that Raw, then I'm going to get into the live chat for a couple of minutes, then I'm going to see what other breaking news is coming out, because we are expecting there to be some more information coming in. So James Ducker from The Telegraph has actually just recently tweeted out this evening at 11:02. There is some more information about the Sergio Reguilón to Manchester United deal. He says that Sergio Reguilón to Manchester United will be finalised and completed in the morning. His medical's all done and there's no loan fee. So this is more confirmation that we already knew, basically, but just a confirmation that this will be completed and finalised in the morning. So we know it's done. We know it's basically done and dusted, as we can see here from the Fabrizio update earlier. He said Sergio Reguilón to Manchester United. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place with Tottenham on the loan deal. That is done. That is not a problem, of course. And there is no fee involved, which is why Manchester United elected to go and get this guy instead of Mark Cucurella in the end. Basically, what happened with Mark Cucurella is United wanted a break deal in January to be able to send him back to the club. Chelsea didn't want that, and they also wanted £3 or £4 million up front as a fee, whereas we could get a deal in for Sergio Reguilón where we don't have to pay any money up front, so it's a cheapo option, hashtag Glazers out, it's a cheapo option for United, and that's what we've gone with. We haven't necessarily made the best footballing decision, we just made the best financial decision on this case. So there are some reports to say that it was based on a financial and a football decision, but I think it's solely on a financial decision. David Ornstein says that United's decision to sign Sergio Reguilón over Mark Cucurella was made for footballing and financial reasons, with the hope being that Reguilón can be joined by Sofyan Amrabat before Friday's deadline. But in my humble opinion, it's not really down to that. It's more down to the fact that he's cheap, he doesn't cost us anything up front. We also have the ability to just send him back to Spurs in January, so he could cost us less throughout the season, because remember, we are only signing a left back because of injuries to Malacia and Luke Shaw. Once those guys are back, if they're back fit and they stay fit in the new year, then they're going to be more than likely ahead of Sergio Reguilón. Certainly Luke Shaw will be. So will we even need Sergio Reguilón for the rest of the season? Arguably no. It would give us more depth, but yeah, Cucurella would have given us the depth, but he'd have cost us a few million quid. Whereas this guy, we can chuck him back to Spurs in January, we don't even pay a fee up front, and we can get him as a cover option for us for the short term. So it's a complete lack of ambition from United yet again, but I do understand it in some ways. Of course, this is the cheaper option. It's not the better option necessarily, but it's the cheaper option. But I will ask the live chat for a bit of fun. Who would you have rather have seen come in on a loan deal? Sergio Reguilón with no fee and we cover his wages with the option to send back in January, or Mark Cucurella costing us a few £1 million. He's here for the season and maybe some sort of option to buy at the end of the season. Get your thoughts in there. Who would you have rather seen come in at left back, Cucurella or Reguilón? Have your say. I mean, the Reguilón deal makes more financial sense. You can't deny that. But it's not really about that, is it? I still think that the Cucurella's a better player and so would have given us, more footballing credentials for the season. But there you go. Cucurella, says Alan, and Jay. Neither, to be honest, as must play. Fair play to you, my son. Reggie Lyon, says Stephanie Griffith. Neither, says Gattuso and Malps. None of them. Waste of money, says Danny B. Fair play. Cucurella, says Kingslayer. Cucurella, says Madhouse. No money we paid. Yeah, I mean, it's good that we've not paid any money. We should have just kept Tellez. What a great comment there, Kate Cadet. Yeah, my brother said the same thing earlier, didn't he, in the afternoon show? He said, basically, it seems like what Manchester United have essentially done is get rid of Fred just to go and sign another midfielder who, is good. Hopefully Amrabat's going to be really good technically for us. Looks obviously better than Fred. But Fred, we got rid of Fred, got rid of Tellez, and essentially we haven't really improved overly that much. Cucurella all day. Cucurella, says Travis. Cucurella, says Jay. Thank you, Araya, Daniela, and Theo Constantine for subscribing to the channel. Crikey, we're only 2 away now from the next milestone of 73.7. We might hit that during this show. So please do subscribe if you're new to the show. Nice one. Cucurella. It looks like most people were saying Cucurella, to be honest. But, I mean, look, again, I will reiterate the fact that this isn't a really major piece of business for United. It's just cover for us. Once Luke Shaw's back fit, he should be okay to come in and obviously be the first choice left back for us. He is a good player, Luke Shaw. My only concern is now, though, with Luke Shaw, that while he's sort of laid up, not training, not playing regular football, that he's going to come back about 7 stone heavier. You know what I mean? Maybe you have like 3 Frey Bentos pies for breakfast every single day now. It's a possibility. We all know how nice it is eating food when when you're unwell, under the weather, and he's going to be rested up. Let's get some Frey Bentos pies in there for Lucas. I'm a little bit concerned about that, to be honest, because he does like a Frey Benny. Man United Hodge, thank you so much for being a member for 22 months, bro. Get in there from down under, your legend. How have you been keeping? He says, would have rathered Cucurella, but I'll get behind Reg. Hey, respect there, Man United Hodge, lad. Thank you so much for having your say. Yeah, I'll get behind the Reguilón deal too, mate. It's a temporary signing, gives us extra depth and coverage. We do have the option to chuck him back to Spurs in January, which I suppose is good, but there's a break clause in the deal, so we can just send him back once Luke Shaw and Malacia are fit. Really, we should probably just look to keep him for the season if he does half decent, though. If he actually looks decent, there's nothing wrong with having extra quality and depth at the football club. Thank you so much there, getting in there raw, Mr. Hodgie. Very much appreciate you. 22 months a legend. BSOD, goodness, I haven't seen you for a little bit. How the bloody hell are you doing, my friend? Bruce, Blue Screen of Death getting in here. How you doing, BSOD? Long time legend. He's been a member for 21 months himself. Thanks for your highlighted comment. He says, boom, 21 months, Glazers out. Great to see you, BSOD. How goes it? I hope you're keeping well tonight, mate. Thank you so much for joining us, lad. And I really do appreciate that for being a member for 21 months. Shout out, big up all these channel members who have supported the channel for so long. That is crazy, isn't it? Thank you so much. Find a New Club FC says, how many Frey Bentos has Greenwood got through on 100 grand a week? I don't know if Greenwood likes a Frey Bentos, absolutely, man, to be fair, you know, because the Frey Bentos tins are quite hard to get into. And I'm not sure if that's Greenwood's sort of vibe, to be honest with you, mate. I don't know. But there you go. Yeah, we'll have to obviously wait and see if we can even sell Mason Greenwood or loan him out in any sort of capacity. I do think it's going to be tricky to get rid of him at all. Maybe some sort of a loan deal would be obviously on the cards, but potentially better. Thank you, Kate Cadet. Oh, we've smashed it. 73,700 subscribers. Thank you very much, Kate Cadet. Do appreciate that very much. Thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you for giving us the update there. We've done it. We've smashed 73.7. Only 300 away from 74,000 now. Can we get a sue in the live chat there? Thank you so much. Also, make sure you drop a thumbs up on it because we're nearly at 300 likes. Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay, right. Let's just carry on with what we know about the Reguilón deal very quickly. So just a quick rundown. I'm going to do a little rundown of everything we've discussed in this video now for the next few minutes. And then I will be getting in there raw in the live chat, see what you legends are saying. So let me just cover this then. So, we'll do a quick rundown for anybody who's just getting in the stream right now who may have missed the start of the show. So as I say, Fabrizio Romano reports that Sergio Reguilón is a here we go situation. Verbal agreement in place with Tottenham on a loan deal. Understand the medical tests are taking place right now, which they've already finished and he's already passed. There will be a break clause in a loan deal in January. Mark Cucurella deal is off. There's no fee involved at all. As you can see, you know, it's down to the financials, I guess, the fact that he's not going to cost us anything up front and we can just send him back in Jan. David Ornstein reports that the Reguilón medical was passed. That's no problem. That has been done. He's completed his medical ahead of the move from Tottenham to Man United. The 26-year-old joining on a season-long loan with a break clause in January. No fee or buy option, but Man United are covering his full salary. AMRABAT's also on track. So that's what Ornstein says. Jason Jackson, thanks so much for the £3 super chat there, my friend. Very much appreciate that. Thank you, Jason Jackson. Fist bump. Get a sue in there for him. Thank you, Jason Jackson. Very kind for you to send us a fist bump tippage in there. Very nice indeed. Get in there, my son. Thank you so much. So we are close to getting Sergio Reguilón. Looks like in the morning he will be announced officially as a Manchester United player for the season. Loan deal, potential to send him back. Nice one. Let's move on to the AMRABAT updates then. We are expecting talks over the next couple of hours for Sofyan Amrabat and his impending move to Manchester United. I say impending. Does look like that's going to be the case. Obviously, United have coveted this guy all summer long. He's waited for Man United to go in and very much tried to be patient for Man United to come in for him. We haven't done that, but now it looks like soon it's just a matter of time with the deadline day tomorrow. BSOD, thanks so much, bud, for gifting out 5 members on the channel. It's all going off tonight. Everyone's buzzing the tits off tonight, mate. BSOD, great to see you again, and thank you so much for gifting out 5 members on the channel. Come on! Get in there, my son. Give me a hell yeah in the live chat. And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold Eric Ten Hag said so. BSOD, that's very kind of you gifting out 5 memberships, bro. Really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. And welcome aboard to the 5 new members. Ryan Hughes, Dave147, Adewale, JJ. And also, I don't know who the other one's gone to, actually. It's off my screen, but thank you so much, BSOD. You're a legend. That's very, very kind. Thanks so much for supporting the channel and getting your rawness in there, my lad. Very, very kind of you indeed. Thanks so much. Tim Clurden, sorry, mate. Let's go and have a look. I missed it. There's so many comments coming in tonight, lad. I must have missed it there, lad. I'm trying to find it. Listen, when I scroll up, there's only a finite amount that actually gets saved. Hopefully, it's still in here, bud. Do you know what? It's not on here, Tim Clurden. What did you say, mate? I'm sorry. I can't actually see it easily at all, man. I can't see it easily at all because it's gone off of my screen, mate. Please let me know what you said, man, and I'll put it up on the screen. But yeah, thank you so much for that, Tim Cullen. I've missed it, bro. I've missed it. Apologies. There's too many comments coming in. It's mental. Right, AMRABAT, though. Look, United close to the AMRABAT situation. We're close on the AMRABAT situation. Let's have a look at this. So, reports are Man United and Fiorentina are close to agreeing a fee for Sofyan Amrabat. Nice. It's back on track reportedly after some stalls, and also Fulham news obviously very much interested in it, in the whole situation. Sofyan Amrabat to Man United's on track. Hey guys! Guys, I'm trying to do a stream in here, do you mind? Goodness me. Fab AMRABAT talks are now on right now. Yeah, Fab AMRABAT talks going on here. He said that there's a new round of talks tonight. AMRABAT deal with the next few hours. So we're expecting that we will probably be able to reach an agreement with Fiorentina overnight, or certainly in the morning before deadline day happens, right? Okay. So, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. There was interest, obviously, from Fulham. Fulham were working on an AMRABAT deal. I understood they were putting around about €30 million fee offer for him, and it seems like he does not want to go to Fulham, though. Looks like that is not really going to happen. So Plettigol, Florian Plettenberg reporting that he doesn't really want to go to Fulham, and there's no possibility of him going to Fulham. It's just the fact that Man United obviously have to get a deal in place with Fiorentina. So he says that Sofyan Amrabat won't join Fulham. Instead, Fiorentina and Man United are on concrete talks right now about a possible transfer of the 27-year-old. One good thing about Man United signing Sofyan Amrabat, with Palhinha leaving Fulham. I don't know why we didn't go for Palhinha, by the way. Smash a 1 in the chat if you'd have liked to see Palhinha at United. Don't know why we didn't go for him, just because we're not prepared to spend extra money because we're cheapos. That's the reality. Smash a 1 if you'd have liked him. But because it looks like Amrabat is of interest to Fulham and Amrabat's going to be going to United, it does look like maybe we could sell Scott McTominay to Fulham before the end of the deadline day, which would be amazing. So Dharmesh Chef reporting that Fulham make initial contact with Manchester United over Scott McTominay. Fulham are looking at options if João Paulinho leaves. Buying and pushing would take substantial offer for United to even consider. Shouldn't be that substantial. It should be 30 million and we snap the rand off. We were already foolish enough to reject the West Ham bid. Hey, thank you, Zamiasi, for getting another super chat. He says, Piggy, could you let fans sponsor your show, and in return they can choose the background of their choice for 1 week? Says Zamiasi. What do you think I am, Zame? Some sort of whore? What are you talking about? Choose the background. Zamiasi, I mean, yes, but with a caveat. I'm not going to have a picture of Tony Adams behind me, mate, for instance, seeing as you're an Arsenal scummer. I'm not going to have a picture of Mikel Arteta behind me in the fucking background, mate, just because you've paid some money. I refuse. It has to be a reasonable, it has to be something that I actually accept. I'm not having some Arsenal shithouse vibes just because you sent me £100 or something, mate. Fuck that noise. You know what I'm saying? But to answer your question, yes, if it's something that's in keeping with the show. You know what I mean? I'm not going to have... Okay, fair enough, if you want James Cameron's avatar behind and you're willing to pay good money for it, maybe I'll consider it, mate. But I'm not having some Arsenal shithouse vibe in here. That's for true. Okay? But hey, Zamiasi, thanks for the $9.99. Why don't you give us a message on social media if you're so desperate to sponsor the show, Zane lad? You know, seeing as you're such a Billy Big Bollocks, mate. Give us a message. I'm an entrepreneur, lad. I'll hear you out. Not guaranteed that I'm going to be interested in your shite suggestion, but I'll hear you out, Zamiasi lad. So give me a message on social media. Maybe don't do it publicly in a live chat forum on my channel right here, mate. I don't make business arrangements with people in YouTube live chats while I'm streaming live, Zane. I don't know if you realise that, but that's not really how things work, pal. No, I'm saying maybe give me an email, mrflyingpighd@gmail.com. Maybe give us an inbox on Instagram or Twitter or something, lad. You know what I mean? Use your loaf, mate. Come on, use your loaf. I'm not drumming up a bit of business on my live stream here, mate. What's that all about, dude? Goodness me. Anyway, thank you, Zamiasi. And it depends. It's a massively dependent on what you're talking about and what anybody else is talking about, to be fair. Man United Hodge, thank you for the £5 super chat, bro. He says, what are your thoughts on Altay Bayender coming in to be our backup keeper? Have you seen anything of him? I've never heard of him, says Man United Hodge. Okay, these are my thoughts on Altay Bayender coming into Manchester United. Right, guys, these are my honest thoughts and opinions about it. Ready? There we go. Those are my thoughts on Altay Bayender coming to Manchester United. Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter at all. He's just going to be some backup melter who comes in here probably third choice behind Heaton. It's literally a meaningless piece of business for Manchester United. Yeah, he's probably good. Yeah, he's decent. I've heard he's like Popeye the Silent Man. If you give him a Turkish delight, he's fucking decent. But you know what? In all honesty, I couldn't care less. He's not going to be the number one choice for us, is he? Andre Onana's coming for 50 million quid. He's going to be the main Billy big bollocks around the sticks. This Altebander is probably going to be carrying Tom Heaton's jockstrap. He's just a dirt cheap deal player coming in here with no real potential to play that much, to be honest. It's just a complete pointless sign. He should have just probably kept Kovar as a backup goalkeeper option. But hey, look, that's who Ten Hag obviously wants to get as an option. Fair play to him. But it's not like he's going to play regularly, is he? I have no real opinion on it. You know, I haven't seen him play much, to be honest, and he's not going to play much for Manchester United either. I really doubt. Very much unlikely. Thank you so much for your super chat, by the way. You should get a Flying Pig logo made for the background. Interesting, Matthew Smith. I need to get my green screen back on the go, don't I? This background is shite. Let's be honest, this background's shite, mate. What am I living in? Am I living in some sort of chessboard or something? What's this background all about? It's shite. You should watch Outside Blunder videos. He's an absolute melt. Chocolate salty balls, though. You see, the thing is, you can make anybody look dash-tastic, can't you? I saw somebody did that to David De Gea about a month ago. They made a video of all of his gaffes whilst at Manchester United, and I don't need anybody to tell me that David De Gea is anything other than a fantastic goalkeeper, wonderful shot stopper. Yeah, he's got his weaknesses and vulnerabilities, but he's an awesome keeper. Yet, if you watch this particular video of David De Gea, you would have said he was absolutely shite because of all the absolute flubber hand mistakes that he made. That's not fair. Goalkeepers are the last line of defence. They're always going to have errors here and there. You can make any goalkeeper look crap on a compilation video. So I don't think that's really even relevant, Chocolate Salty Balls. Just got to be honest with you, my son. But thank you for having your say. Tommy Boyle, thank you for the £2 super chat, Mr. Boyle lad. Thank you so much for getting in here raw. He says, arse fan wanting you to sell your soul wherever next. That's it. They're used to it, aren't they? You're talking about somebody that stays up to 5 a.m. playing World of Warcraft, right? You're talking about somebody that goes to Salt Bay's restaurant. I'm just saying this right now. No disrespect to anybody that's gone to Salt Bay's restaurant. This is my honest opinion on people who dine at Salt Bay's restaurant. They're a bunch of absolute showy little pricks who need to get a life. They're going to pay £1,000 for a glass of water just to sit in some fancy restaurant and, you know, get bloody, I don't know, some gold flake on their dinner. Who wants to eat gold anyway, guys? Fuck that. I'd rather go get some fish and chips in and buy a bar of gold and put it in a fucking safe or something. I don't want to eat it. I don't want to consume it. I don't want to shite it out. You know what I'm saying? These are the same sort of people that probably set a £50 note on fire so they can light their cigar. What's the matter with these people? Bunch of pretentious, showy little pricks. You know, the only people that dine at Salt Bay's restaurant are the sort of people I don't want to be associated with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm all for fine dining. I like going to Toby Carvery, you know what I'm saying? But I am not one for going to waste money willy-nilly, to be fair, guys. Willy-nilly wasted of money. No, that's an Arsenal scummers vibe. That's not me. That's not me. Gary 1992, thanks for the super chat, mate. Come on, get in there, my son. He says, yo, Flying Pig, how are you, bud? Thanks for taking Reguilón from us, bud. Hey, you're welcome, bud. You're welcome. Thanks for giving us him for no money whatsoever up front on a cheapo filth deal. You know, to be honest, you're welcome. I mean, he's pretty bang average, isn't it? It's just a body that's coming in here to help us cover some injuries. Look, I'm not going to pretend I'm well happy about Reguilón coming in. I think he's a bang average melt, to be honest. He's all right. He's all right. We were linked to him a couple of years ago before he went to Spurs. He chose Spurs. Something wrong with that guy, obviously. He chose Spurs originally. So that's a big red flag right there for me. He must have a mentality of a true melter to choose Spurs. But anyway, yeah, okay, you're right. He's not really done the business there. He's probably going to be quite average for United. He's just a player to come in and do a job for us while we've got injuries. He'll probably be coming back to you guys in January, let's be honest. We've got a break clause in the contract in January, which means that he will be going back to you guys more than likely once Luke Shaw's available. But, you know, it's a good deal for everybody, I think. You've got a player off your books temporarily. We're paying 100% of his salary, so he's not costing you anything. We haven't had to pay a fee up front, plus we've got the option of sending him back to you in Jan. So it fits everybody, really. It is quite a good offer. In that sense, quite a good deal for everyone. Thank you so much, Gary92, for that, lad. I appreciate you. Savulon, how are you doing? Welcome in. Great to see you. Sorry if I missed anyone in the live chat. So many legends in here. We are going to have a Q&A in a bit. Let me just cover everything that we've got going on very quickly. So, as I say, because of AMRABAT going to United and Fulham having the interested AMRABAT and Fulham about to sell João Paulinho, maybe they even have done since I've been doing this show. I don't know. Looks like they are now interested in Shotty, McShotomy, McColostomy, Bag, McShortbread, McTominay, which means that we could get another player off of our books and generate some cash which would be excellent. Donny van der Beek is also being pushed out of this football club as of right now, and we are trying to get a new club for him. Seems Inter Milan may have popped up as a late club to go and take him before the window closes. That could happen. A United target, Ryan Gravenberch, has signed for Liverpool. Here we go situation there. Piss off. Nobody interested in that anymore. Teden Mengi has now gone and left Manchester United. He is officially a Luton Town player. He's moved on a permanent move now, and he is no longer a United player. Also, same goes for Dean Henderson. Get in there, my son. No longer a United player. We received up to 20 million quid for him. Fantastic bit of business. Right, so, Reguilón. He's a United player in the morning. Should be done and dusted by then. Passed his medical. Happy days coming in. No fee up front. Covering 100% of his salary, and the option to send him back to Spurs in January. So just a temporary cover option whilst Luke Shaw and Malacia are out injured. And we are having talks right now for Sofyan Amrabat in the next couple of hours to try and get a deal in place after other teams like Galatasaray and Fulham have shown their interest in him. As we've mentioned, there are reports from Fiorentina's president who has said some things in regards to the Amrabat situation. This is what he had to say. So Comiso, their president, said that we told Amrabat that if he wants to leave, we will try to make it happen. He's still under contract, so eventually he will stay here. So if they can't get an agreement in place with another team, he's going to stay, obviously. But they don't want that because they don't want a player who's want away on their books, and they'd rather get a bit of money for it. But surely we're going to have to pay somewhere in the region of 30 million euros for a permanent transfer if other teams are prepared to do so. Could be Galatasaray interested, Fulham interested, so United need to get the deal done. But by all accounts, the Amrabat deal is very much on track at the moment between United and Fiorentina. The talks are taking place. Reports suggest that he does want Manchester United, obviously, and he's not prepared to really go to a different team. As long as United are prepared to do the deal and get an agreement in place with Fiorentina, it's just a formality. He will be a United player. So that's basically the latest United news of the evening, guys. Reguilón, a surprise late addition to the squad, temporary cover, good signing, I suppose, in the sense that it's just a short-term offer, short-term deal. There's no risk whatsoever in it for Manchester United, but it is very uninspiring. It's just a financial decision why we've gone and cheaped out and ended up signing him, to be fair. So pathetic sort of move from United, very pathetic, that's how we operate at the moment. It is a big shame that's how we operate. Okay, I'm going to get into the live chat now, guys. Højbjerg next. Well, Højbjerg's another player that we're supposedly looking at and has been offered to us. Somewhere in the region of 35 million, I believe, is what it would take to get Højbjerg. Oh, Danish friends! I know he would probably be a decent acquisition, but if we're signing Sofyan Amrabat, very unlikely we would be signing Højbjerg, unless, I suppose, we do manage to get rid of McTominay off of the books, in which case I suppose we could perhaps still sign another midfielder. It's very unlikely. I'd rather us pull some money together and go and get a number 9 to back up Rasmus Højlund, to be honest. But Højbjerg, I mean, I guess he's still on the cards. Apparently his agents did offer him to us, but it's not looking likely that we're going to go for him. It does look like Amrabat's the main target for us right now. Yeah, exactly, Kate Cadet. What? Thank you, by the way, for that super chat, lad. The Kate Cadet says, what are the chances of bringing in a backup striker? I guess about the same odds of you maybe growing a full head of hair again, Kate Cadet. Not very much, lad. Unless you piss off over to Turkey and have that fucking follicle replacement therapy, lad, on the cheap. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. Very, very unlikely, bro. I think you're destined to be a bald bastard forever, my son. Get in there. So very unlikely. Very low percentage there, Kate Cadet. Sorry to say. Not very likely, bud. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm just joking around. 300 likes. We did it, baby. We did it. Break out the red panties. It's red panty night. The live chat's got us 300 likes, baby. 3 people died getting in this live stream tonight and getting 300 likes. Thanks, everyone. That is harsh, Kingslayer. It's harsh, but you know what? Bald is in at the moment, mate. Bald's in. You know, there's lots of very much, what's the word? Bald legends around at the moment, isn't there? There's a lot of baldies. We're going to sign Sofyan Amrabat, who's bald at 27. Don't feel bad, Kate Cadet, lad. You know what I'm saying? You're in your late 50s, mate, and you're bald. That's expected to be the case when you get to that age, Kate Cadet, lad. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to late 50s, bro, of course you're going to be bald, mate. Most people are going to be bald. That's the way it is, mate. You've got to accept it. You've got to embrace it. You've got to move on. Guardiola's another one now, 786. Sofyan Amrabat. You've got Andrew Tate. You know what I mean? There's a lot of bald people, high-profile bald people. Howard Webb. You know what I'm saying? Embrace it, Kate Cadet, lad. Embrace it. Cake Cadet says, I'm 39, you dickbag. You're 39? You're 39, Cake? Goodness me, but I've seen what you look like, Cake Cadet. You're 39? Holy shit. Dude, I have to say this. I have to say this, you're the most clapped out looking 39-year-old I've ever seen, bud. What the fuck, mate? You're 39, you're taking a piss. Have you got those numbers the other way around? 93 maybe? 39 this guy, what? Goodness me, that is crazy, mate. That's unbelievable. Fair enough, bro. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Kate Cadet. That's unfortunate for you, my friend. Anyway. I'm just kidding. Of course I'm just kidding, Kate Cadet. You're a bloody handsome bastard for 39. I personally thought you were, only 25. Anyway, right, okay, I'm going to get into the live chat now, guys. There's the latest transfer news. Let's have a chat. Before I do so, I'm going to go over to Twitter and shout out all the legends who've given us a retweet. The link is pinned to the top of the live chat. Go and give us a retweet. Let me head over to Twitter and shout everyone out who's given us a share. 24 shares, guys. Thanks so much to Anthony Ong and Guyam Legend for quote tweeting us there. Thank you so much. Give us a follow on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch and Kick at Flying Pig United to go share the streams and get involved. Aaron Homeyard, thanks for the retweet. Mr. Sims, J United and Gaming, Transfers_UTD, Vincent Bullock, The Goat, Richard Wisterpeck, Uncaged Squid, Andy Davidge, MUFC Bromley Reds, Mr. Tommy Boyle, All Out United, Larry Hasser, David J. Son, aka Disco Dave, Feline Fur, aka The Don, G-Dad Gamer, Stephen Braun, Jason Jackson, Mark, United Mark, Sin Games, Francois Coq, Boomy, Luan France, and Daniel Jolly. Seriously, thank you every one of you legends out there for giving us a retweet. It does help us out and help us spread the word of the show. Maybe get a couple more eyes on the show there. So thanks so much everyone for doing so. That's very, very kind. Appreciate you all for doing that. Right, I'm going to get into the chat for a good few minutes now, see what you legends are saying for yourselves. Thanks once again for being here. Make sure you smash the like on the vid. Smash the subscribe. You do need to be subscribed to chat, but you only need to be subscribed for 0 seconds. So as long as you hit that red subscribe button below, then you can chat and have your say in the live chat. Yo, what's going on, Stay God? I hope you're good. 311 likes, that's great, Stephanie, thanks so much. A fair play Simon says, I'm 3 months away from being 60 and bored. Mate, nothing wrong with that, bud, nothing wrong with that, 60's the new 39, just look at Kate Cadet, you know what I'm saying? Bored for the last 30 years, says Red Olsen. So easy to kick Ronaldo the Goat Maguire. You what? Right, let's get stuck in there. Kingslayer, I don't really understand the praise for Maguire. I sort of understand what he's saying. He is a good player. He would be good for a mid-table side. He would be good for a low-block side. But he's certainly not great in terms of a top-tier sort of player. I don't think he's capable of getting into any top 6 side in pretty much any league, really. The guy's just a bang-average melter. That's my thoughts on him, to be honest. But he does reckon he's decent. And to be fair, for England, he always has been quite decent. Maybe in the right sort of team, he's all right. He's all right. Great stream, Pig. Thank you, Secret Underdog the Gamer. We just love a bit of banter, Kate Cadet. Everybody loves you, Kate Cadet, lad. Kate's just very, very, very experienced with life, says Kate Slater 23. To be fair, he's been through a lot. He's been through a lot, this guy. Hey, Kate Cadet, you're a bloody legend, mate. No, don't let anybody else tell you anything different, lad. You are an absolute legend, lad. You're a bald legend. James Harrison says, wow, you lost a lot of weight. James, thank you, mate. I found some recently, mate. I've put on about half a stone, bro. I need to get bang on it. I did have some chocolate cake earlier, and I had a couple of KFC wraps of the day, and I've been eating like a pig, to be honest. I don't know why. I definitely need to just get back on track, mate, and get down to my ideal weight, which I'm not that far away from at all. But thanks for noticing. Piggy, why will you not sell a Slabhead the Melt faces, Lincoln Harper? Because he's too big bollocks and doesn't want to go, Yeah, you can come in, Tactician Tom. Come in here, mate. Come in here and have your say. People want to know your thoughts and opinions about Harry Maguire. You've actually been through a lot, to be fair, says Kate Cadet. Yeah, haven't we all, mate? That's called life, bud, yeah? Problem. Everybody's got problems, mate. It ain't just you. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's been through a lot here, bud, okay? Still, most of us don't resemble a foot. You know what I'm saying? I'm kidding. Oh, shit, Aaron. Goodness me. Dude, listen, I've been totally all over the gaff today, doing all sorts, picking people out, taking people places. I haven't had time to do that, to be honest with you, Aaron. I apologise, mate, Listen, tomorrow we're going to do a triple giveaway. Tomorrow we'll do a triple stun, okay? Tomorrow we'll do another giveaway. Come back after this video's finished on this video, right, guys? Comment on this video, and we'll enter you into the giveaway. We've got 2 videos worth of giveaways to do, right? So we've got 2 t-shirts to give away. We'll give away one more. We'll give away one more tomorrow, yeah? If you come back after this video's finished and comment on this video, then we'll enter you again. It's a rollover. Exactly, Robin Hood. And we'll Yeah, hang on a second, and we'll do 3 giveaways tomorrow, guys. That is the plan. I promise you it's coming. I promise you it's coming. I haven't forgot. I've just been too busy, and it takes a long time to type them all up. I'll do it tomorrow. We'll definitely get 3 different prizes won, okay? And I'll tell you something, tonight, because I've been such a melter, we'll even let you have 2 entries. So if you come back, even if you've already entered on the other 2 videos that we've done, if you come back afterwards and enter on this video, I'll put your name in there twice if you comment on this video. Hang on a second. Let me just let my brother in. Right, let's go. Let's do this. Hello.
Well, at least you got something right in here. You are a melter. I heard you say that.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, so,
did I?
I'm a melter.
Did I say that, did I? Oh, right, yeah, because because I didn't do the giveaway. Zay Miassi, right, here's my brother. Say hello. Yeah, you're going to have to lean into me, mate. Lean in. Lean in. Lean on me when you're not strong.
I feel like the other side is my best side. Can we swap positions there?
Absolutely not. Hey, thank you, Zay Miassi, for another super chat. Do you know who Zay Miassi is, by the way?
Well, from here.
From here,
I don't know him personally.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Just because he's a bloody lunatic, isn't he? I don't know. He's a bit of
Where does Zay Miassi live?
God, goodness knows. In James Cameron's house, maybe.
Is he an Arsenal fan?
He is an Arsenal scummer.
Fan, isn't he? Yeah. He's quite funny.
Zay Miassi says, Piggy, I'm pausing super chats for a few months as Duke of Rodtown seems to be having a meltdown. Way of the woke, I guess. Zay Miassi, fair play to you. Do you know what I would say to that, Zay Miassi, is, listen, you're clearly a melter, Zay Miassi, if you give a shit what one person called Duke of Rodtown thinks in the live chat. Who gives a shit what Duke of Rodtown thinks, mate? You know what I'm saying? You're entitled to have your say, Zay Miassi. I've told you a million times. You're a legend of the channel. You might be an Arsenal scumbag and a complete delusional fool at times, but you're entitled to have your opinion. Duke of Rodtown, on the other hand, who is that twat? You know what I'm saying? He doesn't put 9.99 behind his comments, mate. He's just in here moaning all the time, mate. You know what I'm saying? Duke of Rodtown, who the fuck is that guy? You know what I'm saying? I'm on the Zane side of things here. You know why? Because you pay me, mate.
Because you're a stripper, basically. That's what you are.
So don't you worry about Duke of Rodtown, mate. I'll ban that guy if you want.
Bang him how?
I'll ban him. I'll ban him off the channel.
I said bang.
Bang him? What?
I mean, you're talking
I'm not that kind of big.
You were talking a lot about Southgate and Maguire earlier.
Hey, Duke of Rodtown, mate. Wind your neck in, yeah? Wind your neck in, Duke of Rodtown, mate, okay? Zay Miassi's a serious benefactor of this channel, mate. If he wants to come in here and chat shit, the 9.99 at the top of the stream says he's allowed to do that, mate, all right? Okay? Right, anyway. Okay, here's my brother, by the way. Say hello, Tom. Say hello to my brother, everybody.
I'll lean in and say hello, but when I'm leaning in and you're speaking, you speak quite loudly, and it's very obnoxious, so it's one thing to consider. But yeah, hello. How's it going? Did Reguilón get done?
Yes, more or less. So pretty much what's happening there is in the morning. You don't have to back away from me, mate.
No, I'm backing away when you speak.
Why?
Because you speak very loudly and I'm very old and tired and my ears hurt.
Okay, so Sergio Reguilón to Manchester United's happening in the morning. It's possible, guys. No, it is. It's going ahead. So basically, the terms of the deal, it seems like he's coming in.
Cancel in January if he's a melt.
That's right. We've got a break clause in it in January. Plus, if we've got Luke Shaw and Malacia back by then, more than likely will be cancelled just to save us money. That's why we've not gone for Cucurella, because Chelsea didn't want to agree to any sort of break clause in Jan. Plus, they were looking for a fee up front. The deal with Reguilón is that we are paying nothing. Okay, the fee we're paying nothing in terms of a fee for Reguilón, and we're just covering his salary. So it's a good deal financially for Manchester United, and it's expected that it will be completed in the morning. He has now passed his medical. So
what's this? Let Tom go back to his beer, Piggy. What is all these comments about drink? I know I've been hammered a couple of times on the channel. Okay, they were years apart as well. Madhouse. Okay, there was one time, and there was Vegas, and then was another time here after a pretty heavy weekend. But no, it's a Thursday night. I don't need to get back to a beer.
You're lucky I didn't let him on the channel Tuesday night. I tell you that much, guys.
Tuesday night. It's Tuesday, Thursday night. No.
Jarvis Cocker, how you doing tonight, mate? He says, major props to your brother. If you're even half as awesome, you're an absolute legend. Jarvis, thanks so much, mate. Are you half as awesome?
Literally 10 times more awesome.
10 times more
awesome. This is my
awesome.
little brother.
He reckons
which makes him my little bitch,
awesome.
Basically.
Right, okay. Nice one.
One more question. We're signing AMRABAT tomorrow, right?
Okay, well, the AMRABAT deal looks like it's likely on. Fulham have actually been sniffing around him. Apparently they're prepared to offer 30 million euros for him, but it's pretty clear that he doesn't want to go to Fulham and wants to go to United with the Champions League football, Premier League vibes. So, look, I'll pop this up on the screen for you to see. Florian Plettenberg from Sky is reporting that Sofyan Amrabat won't join Fulham. Instead, Fiorentina and Man United are in concrete talks now about possible transfer.
Yeah, Fabrizio said, I follow Fabrizio Romano, I don't follow anyone else. And he said that they're having a round of talks right now. So,
Yeah.
And he's normally, to be fair to Fabrizio Romano, he's normally bang on the money. I can't remember many times he's been completely wrong. You know how like some journalists, they like reach to try and be the first that breaks the news?
Yeah.
He seems to always be on it.
More often than not, yes. More often than not, yes. I mean...
Whoa!
What?
Edward Reed, Tom's head is the same size as Slabby. Wow. That's pretty harsh. Luann France. Who's Luann France?
Luann France is a Canadian. She's in Canada here. Caribbean legend in Canada. She says, Tom, we both think Maguire's not as bad as they all think. You're all right in my books.
Luann's super smart. And she lives in North America, so that's 2 stars for her. Yep.
You love your some concrete talk, good old cement. You what, Pablo Escobar, mate? Stick to the cocaine, my son. Spitting truth, fair play, Tom, says Flair 91. A8 says, speak up, big
Tom
gun.
sounds loaded. I'm a bit tired, mate. I've literally been drinking Lucasade cups of tea. What is this
He
about?
hasn't actually been drinking today. Yeah. This is one of the days he's not drunk, so... You know.
I've drunk 1 day in the last week.
Have you had any beers today? Did you have a beer at the arcade or anything?
No.
No, fair play to him.
I didn't drink anything at the arcade. I didn't even drink water. I came back rather parched, actually. Yeah.
You'll believe it when Amrabat spotted Fiorentina open to sell him. Yeah, exactly. They're
Funny.
open to sell him.
So, your opinion on the Street Fighter movie, Tom? Are we talking Jean-Claude Van Damme and Kylie Minogue? Okay. So, I'm in an arcade today, and they had all the old Sega games, and they literally had the original Street Fighter on it. It's
Nice.
superb. It's a fantastic movie. Brilliant. I don't know what else to say. Great watch.
Fantastic movie, yeah?
Great watch.
I'm starting to understand why you value Slabby Maguire so much. Case later says Maguire is quality for a squad that sits back. West Ham is right there on his level.
Yeah, Tottenham, Chelsea.
So true, yeah.
England.
Yeah. Tommy says, when sat together, you guys look like extras from Game of Thrones. Joy, says Tommy Boyle.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll take it, to be fair. We've been called worse, yeah.
Actually, yeah, been called a lot worse, although I wouldn't be a fucking extra, just to be fair. I'd probably be the star.
Yeah, who would you be? Like Jon Snow or something?
Well, I'm a lot more, strong and, I have a lot more presence than Jon Snow. But Jon Snow could probably play my little brother, like you are, a.k.a. my little bitch in the show. Yeah, and I'd probably, I don't know.
Right. Thor says, and
Which
direct
one?
Ray.
Which one? Me or Pig? Who's for?
Hodor.
I mean, to be fair, yeah.
Hodor from Game of Thrones.
You
The
got that one
mountains
covered.
is a hoot man.
I am essentially the mountain. Yep. See, there's a few of the mountains. I think they're talking about me. Right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Gary92, thanks for the £2 super chat, mate. Yeah, Streets of Rage is one of the best games of all time. 1, 2, and 3. Absolutely immense, aren't they? So good, yeah. We used to play that so much when we were
Teenage
kids.
Mutant Ninja Turtles on the Sega Mega Drive. I played
brilliant.
that today.
Yeah, that's awesome.
First
isn't
time
it?
I played it in about 30 years, literally.
Absolutely. Borderline xenophobia against North America. Get right, brothers Grimm, says Staygold. What do you mean? He lives in North America. He loves North America. He's basically constantly hating on Britain these days. That's how Americanized he is these days.
I'm not.
You are. You're constantly saying things take ages. You're like, oh, if you want to get anything done in England, you have to basically send a carrier pigeon away to get it done. You know, that kind of vibes. You're always taking a piss out of England, mate. You are an American these days. There's no xenophobia going on here, Staygold lad.
What I typically do is when I'm in America, I complain about America, saying this would never happen in England. And when I'm in England, I complain about England, saying this would never happen in America. However, I would say that I find it shocking sometimes how this country isn't bankrupt, given how long people take to do absolutely everything, how much red tape there is, and just how much lack of urgency that the average British citizen has. It's shocking.
Vincent Bullock says, sorry, I think Pig would be better off playing Jon Snow. They both have the same sort of nose. Vincent, is that how you spell the word nose? You're almost making Zayn Miyasi seem literate here, my friend, with spelling like that.
Where is this?
There.
The same sort of nose. He's just speaking to text, or he's writing.
Are you speaking into the phone, Vincent Bullock?
He might be. Or
Are
he
you
might be
mental?
drunk himself.
I don't know. Are you mental? Gungshi says Pig is the hound. Do you know what? Wait a second. Let's do a hair reveal.
No. Oh my god. You don't.
I do kind of look like an
do
extra
look
from
a
Game
bit
of Thrones
like-
now,
yeah.
don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. don't fuck with me because I've got a sword. You know what I'm saying? That's right. I do look like that sort of dude.
Some twat.
Gangshi, thank you very much for that, mate. Zlatan is back. My name is Zlatan. And
Yeah,
I'm Lion, my friend.
wait. Someone's complimenting me. Let's concentrate on that. Got to start inviting your bro to live streaming in future, sausage. Both of you in room. Ups the banter. It's cracking, dude. Just for future reference.
Yeah.
Reference.
Cool. The problem with that is he lives in Minnesota. But if you get him online, we could get him online and do a show.
I've got flexibility.
Only problem is he talks over me, you see, and it's very annoying.
The irony of that statement.
The hair is like Haaland, says Edward Reed. Thank you, Luan France. It's a little bit messed up at the moment, but, you know, it's there. Look like a barbarian. I'll take it. That's great. Zamiasi's got in here with another super chat. He says, Final Fight's better and The Simpsons, the arcade
Simpsons
game.
was there today too, but I didn't get into that much, to be honest with you. I think you did.
I used to love playing The Simpsons, the arcade game. If that's the one I'm thinking of, where the aliens invade town, right, and you got a side scroll across and spray things, like spray the fire hydrant red and shit like that. But you know that I never got past the bit where you have to skateboard over the concrete, the wet cement. I always used to just stack it there. The amount of times I played that, loaded it up back in the day on like the Commodore Amiga or something, and tried to play that Simpsons game, only to just get stuck like about 10 seconds into the game after, you know, spraying some fire hydrants and jumping over a few aliens and then getting stuck in the cement. You know, it's rock hard, that game. If you're talking about that particular game, I don't know if that's the one you're on about, but I did play that as a young wee lad and I found it ridiculously hard. It was rock hard, that game.
Rock hard.
Final Fight wasn't better, by the way, mate. Everyone knows the best beat-em-ups out there are Streets of Rage, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat,
today, do you know that?
Tekken.
Made a lot of sexual references today.
What can I say? I'm a sexual kind of guy. 80s rock look, epic dodges. Thank you, mate. Yeah, you know, this is what I do. Oh shit, that's Bart versus the Space Mutants. Oh, that's a different Simpsons game then, is it? Okay, well that one was tough. Look good with the hair down, says the Hoop Man. Thank you, the Hoop Man. Appreciate that, bro.
Minnesota is the northernmost state in the USA. Tom practically lives in Canada. It's not actually true. We're not the most.
Aaron, is that a link to this video, bud?
We're on the border, but there's actually states that are more northern
actually
than
is.
Minnesota, like Michigan, for example.
Hey, great shout there. Yeah, so Aaron, I'm going to pin that link to the top of the live chat. Come back after this video's finished, everybody.
It's cool, Luan.
Yeah, that's right. Tom practically lives in Canada. Yeah, it's true. It's like a 10-hour drive.
I just corrected Luan there. It's
okay.
not the northernmost state.
Is it not?
She might be right. I actually don't think it is, though. I think Michigan's higher because you've got the Michigan Peninsula. And then if you look at actually the
New
York. Northeast is higher. There's more higher states. I actually would love to give Canada a go someday. I'm the kind of guy that would love to live in 50 different countries if I could. I am shackled. No, I'm not shackled. That's not true. Anchored is in a good way to Minnesota, and I will be probably for at least maybe the rest of my life here.
Kyle Smith says, "Is that the Undertaker? Nicer rest in peace." Yeah, maybe, mate. Thank you, Kyle Smith. I like it. You know, I like it, guys. I just don't really rock it down.
He said, "Yes, Tom, I do speak into the phone for it. Whoever did the nose thing."
Oh, right. You got dyslexia and autism. It does help. Oh, Vincent Bullock, fair play. In that case, I take it back, mate.
Fair play.
I take it back. Indeed. 334
I like
likes.
That Luan France. Seems smart. I was
She's
just
smart.
but
Yeah,
I actually am
nice.
I'm not convinced that I'm right now. I'm thinking about it. Will you please correct me and show proof of it, Luan, if you could? Or tell me I'm right, and then I'll feel better about myself.
Simpsons wrestling on PS1. Who remembers Simpsons Hit and Run as well? That was great. So we're going off a bit on a tangent here, but yes.
Yeah.
You look way better with hair down and more healthier, brother, says J United. It's just so annoying. It gets right. You have to wash it. You know, I barely touch this, mate.
I'm going to have to disagree with you, J United. I'm going to have to
filth. It itches my
disagree
face.
with you.
You know, I'm going to shave it off at some point soon.
Yeah,
mate.
you probably should.
Poborski lives on. Loads of people say I look like Poborski with my hair down.
You do. You've got the same kind of hair.
Oh, of course, Alaska's the most northern state. Of course it is.
Oh, well, there you go. That's smart. Let's see. Flip smart.
Washington, yeah. Washington, D.C., right?
Well, no. Washington, D.C. is halfway up the country. Washington State, where Seattle is. Seattle.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the one where the Niagara Falls is, right?
Niagara Falls is in Canada, mate.
No, okay, but on the border to like New York State, no? Or somewhere
so.
near Washington,
I think
D.C.?
that's right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Geography
Alaska
of the
is the
USA
most
is
north,
not.
though,
Yeah, Alaska's the most
Mainland America is what Luan probably meant, which is fair play.
Do a US
Tom,
accent.
Do a yes saying, are you serious? Oh, wow. But in Minnesota, we do, don't you know, a lot. It's Scandinavian. Don't you know? Got that high there cholesterol, don't you know?
What the fuck was that?
Mad. If you ever want to see a good accent, you know Tim from The Office. Okay. What's his name?
Martin Freeman.
Martin Freeman. He plays in Fargo. Fargo season 1, not the movie, the show. Fargo season 1. He plays opposite Billy Bob Thornton, and he's a small town Minnesotan in the show. It's based in Minnesota, right? Which Fargo is. He does the accent brilliantly, and so well, it's really, really good. And Minnesotans say to me, "Oh, I love that film, or I love that show," but they do the accents way over the top. I said, "No, they don't at all. They're spot on." So Martin Freeman does a rollicking good Minnesotan accent.
Respect.
Just so you know.
Avram Glazer says hair looks like Marv the Bandit on Home Alone, says Avram Glazer. He's got
Tom, your favourite?
He's got like a ginger
Let's
afro.
concentrate on
mate.
me here. This is my last
He's got like a ginger afro, bud. Hang on, where was that one?
It goes down. It was down. I don't know if you're missing loads of comments.
I'm missing loads of comments.
Just look at Tom here. Just anything that says Tom.
Sounds good, Kate Cadet.
If you want to get a shout out here or you want to have a conversation, put Tom in there because I'm the
Captain
most
Big
important
Sparrow.
person on this.
Oh, here we go. If Tom had long hair, it would be like Elias and Mankind.
Mankind. I'll take that.
Mommy!
I take Elias. I like that. Love that.
Maybe Vincent. You look like Raven. Do you remember him? The wrestler Raven. I do. Yeah, the guy who used to bring like a trash can involved, mate. Yeah, I remember him. If that's who you mean, then yeah, of course I remember Raven, lad. ECW vibes. EC dub. Yeah, maybe Pablo Escobar. I
That's
might do it for charity
Ontario,
one
New
day.
York, where Niagara Falls is. Very good.
Disco Dave says you had short hair when I first started.
Robin Hood says, "Fuck yeah, America."
Okay, Zamiasi's got a super chat question for you. He says, Tom, covert to the light side and support Arsenal.
Won't do that. Dislike Arsenal very much. I actually don't dislike Arsenal anymore. I used to dislike them. I just see them as a team that plays nice football and probably won't win much. You know, they're just kind of like that nice team that I love. Saka's a great player. There's a lot of Arsenal players I actually like now. Think they're really, they're a nice team. They won't win.
They're all right, but they're shy.
I bet Tom, one of his favourite programs in America is called Bar Rescue and thinks we've got real beer back. I mean, England. Bar Rescue.
Get some better voice recognition software, Vincent.
I've watched that, mate, Vincent. I have watched that. I will tell you there's a lot of microbreweries in Minnesota, especially, actually, which is where I'm from, so I know about microbreweries more. And the beer in America is better than the beer here. Tom, are you a red? I was a red before Joe fucking even knew what football was.
Well, you're 3
Tom looks
years
at
older than
SAS
me,
operative. Fucking smart lad, that one. Who said that? United 90?
Gary says, can you name all 8 US states beginning with M? We're not doing this.
I can do it.
I can do it
You want
too.
me to do it?
It's not
Go ahead,
hard.
do it.
Minnesota.
Yep.
Michigan.
Yep.
Maine.
Yep.
Maryland.
Maryland, but yep.
It's Maryland.
Maryland,
It's
yep.
not Maryland, it's Maryland.
Okay.
Mississippi.
Yep. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, that's a good one.
Yep.
Okay, I'm stuck. Go on.
I don't know.
You see? Told you, it's hard, it's easy. It's hard and easy at the same
It's
time.
going to be East Coast.
Oh, Montana, yeah, Montana.
Montana. That's not East Coast. And
Missouri.
Missouri. There you go.
Hey, I did it! Basically, apart from Montana.
Yeah, we lost a great wrestler of the week. Bray Wyatt, age 36, died from same heart condition Erickson had. Fucking love Bray Wyatt. He was so good. His storytelling was amazing. Unbelievable. Luan France gets in there. Look at that.
Big respect.
Reeled it
Somebody just said to check out Fabrizio's page. Let's go and have a little quick look, see what he's saying here real quick. Let's take a little look, see if there's anything new. Okay, thank you very much. There is a new bit of information. Let me pop this up on screen, everybody. Thank you very much for letting us know this. There is some informazione which we need to pop up on the screen. He's just tweeted out a couple of minutes ago, and there is a bit of an update on it. So let's just check this out very quickly. Thank you, everyone, for letting me know that. So here it is, guys. I'll just pop it up on the screen here. Fabrizio Romano says that Reguilón will sign in as a new Manchester United player in the morning. Medical completed tonight as expected. So we've already talked about that over the last half an hour or so. We knew that to be the case, but just a confirmation from Fab that in the morning he will be a Manchester United player. He's done his medical, it's completed, and he will be joining us to play at least until January, it seems, where we've got a break clause in the deal where he may well stay on, beyond that, but it's probably potential that he goes in January once we've got players back fit. So thank you very much for letting us know there's a new update from Fab there, guys. I appreciate that.
Fair play.
Yes, indeed. All right then, okay. So let's get a few more comments in there, guys. We're going to continue with this for a little bit longer. We're having fun, aren't we? It is past midnight. We have been on here for an hour and 38 minutes, but
I've got to go to bed in,
might as well give it another 5 minutes or so. So get some more thoughts and opinions in there. We said Mississippi K Slater, lad. Yeah, those are the ones. Those are the ones. We said it. Yeah, nice one. Top 4 is ours. Oh, I don't know. I'm not so convinced. I must admit, I think we've had a bit of a poor... My top 4?
Yep.
Right, okay, I think we probably will get top 4, but I'm not overly convinced we'll do that well, to be fair. I think top 4, I think City win it again, sadly. I just think they will. They're too strong, they're too good, they've signed well. You know, they won the treble last season, they'll win it again. They're cheating bastards, but they'll win it again. And then I do think that beyond that, it's probably going to be... I can see Arsenal getting second again, to be honest. They've bought a few decent players in. They've started the season reasonably well. Super chat. I think United third again, to be honest. I'll go with third place for Manchester United. Fourth, I don't think Newcastle will do it this season. I don't think they'll be up there. So I'm going to say a different side breaking in. I'll say Liverpool, actually. I'll go Liverpool. Just they can't be as shit as last season, can they? So I'm going to say a top 4 consists of City, Arsenal, United and Liverpool. What about you?
I'm not going to say the order they're in because I'm not sure. City are going to be in the top 4. Manchester United are going to be in the top 4. Chelsea are going to be in the top 4. They've got so much depth, they'll be good.
They have, but...
And Tottenham.
Pochettino,
Liverpool,
though,
Newcastle and Arsenal will miss out on the top 4. Manchester United will beat Arsenal 2-1. And then you guys should road trip across Scablands, carved by floodwater. It's the most epic trip ever, and imagine the water. 1,000 feet above the valleys and bluffs epic from Tommy Ball, 71. Super chat.
Where's the Scablands?
Why am I doing your thing? I don't know what that is.
Where's the Scablands, mate? In America, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, I'm going to have to look into that.
Scablands?
Scablands.
Scablands.
Scab.
Is that not code word for Liverpool?
Scablands.
Bunch of scabs.
To be fair, that does sound like Liverpool.
Does, doesn't it? Like Scouseland, bunch of scabs.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Scab.
Scablands. That sounds interesting, though. I mean, I've been to the Grand Canyon. That was carved by water.
I've never been to the Grand Canyon.
So maybe it's around there, mate. Don't know. True, but the only
Tottenham will be top 4.
The only large water around Liverpool, I guess, is like canals and stuff with loads of shopping trolleys.
I've already beaten it at arm wrestling today once, and yesterday once, and the day before. I beat my arm wrestling every day. I wake up, I say, hey, let's arm wrestle. Sometimes he tries to wake me up sleeping. I wake up and beat him.
I think I've done that, Tommy Boyle. I actually did a road trip from California to Minnesota in 2014, mate. I did a road trip to go and visit him.
I don't know what the Scablands are.
I mean, I've probably already done that, mate. I went through a bunch of states on the way there. I did see some awesome stuff, actually. A bunch of scabby stuff, mate. Yeah. Thank you, Tommy. Chelsea have no European distractions. That's a fair point, actually, Stephanie Griffith. Yeah, that will hurt them. That will help them, I mean. America is rather large.
Tottenham.
We ain't beating Arsenal. We'll batter them, Ahmad. You know,
I think we'll beat them 2-1.
We could always beat the Scummers. Oh, thank you, Matthew. Says Piggy rocking the Inigo Montoya vibes. I love that, mate. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Pretty awesome, mate. Thanks for that. Right. Apparently the Grand Canyon is massive, says Robin Hood. It's a rather large canyon, mate. Hands down, biggest canyon I've ever seen, bro. That's a bit hateful, isn't it, Vincent Bullock, lad?
Yeah, I like Harry Maguire.
Never been to America. Did they mean the Badlands? I don't know, maybe.
Meant Badlands. Oh, you've done that.
I've done that.
You've done part of that.
Right,
yeah. Because you went through that route. Yep. I've never done that. That sounds pretty good.
Talking about Grand Canyon again? Yeah, you know it. Oh, you meant Badlands, South Dakota. Okay, right. Always a delight having you on here, Tommy. You and Pig do a fantastic job on here as always. Thank you, Secret Underdog the Gamer. I appreciate that very much.
Smart guy.
Simon Warner, thanks for the £2 super chat. Says marks out of 10 for the Champions League draw.
It's not a good draw. We're going to Galatasaray scares me. It's always scared me since the 90s. I think Copenhagen will be tough, and I think we'll get dicked by Munich. So
5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Could have been a lot worse, but could have been a lot better and easier for us.
But it's going to be tough.
Man City got the easiest group, the scumbags.
I can see it going down to the last game. And that's melting, actually. I could see that too. Like we have done many times before in the last 10 years. Whenever we've been in the Champions League. So actually we just find a way to melt.
Can definitely tell your brothers nice. Oh, sorry. Can definitely tell your brothers nice to meet you. Says Man United. Respect. What's your thoughts on blue ribbons?
Don't know. I'm good with them.
They're crap, aren't they? They're just chocolate-covered cardboard.
Oh, blue ribbons?
Yeah, blue ribbons.
It starts about They're okay as long as you're dipping it into a cup of tea. If there is no liquid involved, which means hot liquid, i.e. tea, and you're not dipping the blue ribbon in, not doing it. I'm not doing it. But if I have a cup of tea and the only chocolate I have is blue ribbon, I might enjoy that.
They're shite. They're shite. Tommy Boy says hypothesis is that a comet hit the ice. You've been listening to Randall Carlson and Graham Hancock on the Joe Rogan Experience, ain't you, Tommy Boy lad?
To be fair, the landscape's in Minnesota
awesome,
we have
yeah.
10,000 lakes. I mean, that's freaking awesome to begin with, you know.
Zamiassi with another super chat says Spurs above Arsenal. Spurs lost Kane, says Zamiassi. Yeah, well, Tom's got a hard-on for Postecoglou, and he thinks probably Spurs will do better without Kane. I find it hard to believe. I mean, they have started the season reasonably well. Yeah.
Both of them statements are true.
I mean, I still think that losing Kane's going to cost them a lot of goals and they will struggle, but they have had quite a decent start to the season. I still think they'll finish about 6th or 7th.
Spurs above Arsenal, Zamiassi. Someone said about bacon. Can we find that because you're a pig? He just said Tom. He just said Tom. I bet you. I don't know who it was, but they said Tom. I bet you're enjoying the bacon. Vincent Bullets. Tom, I know you were here in the UK. I bet you're glad to have some real bacon in your belly. I've not had any bacon since being here this week, but I bloody well will be this weekend. I guarantee that. Yes, British bacon is far superior to American bacon.
It's awful.
I go to a pub in Minnesota which does British bacon. It's freaking phenomenal. I do that once a month just to have a proper bacon bap. Is it bacon bap, bacon sarnie, bacon butty? What do you go with?
I just say a bacon sarnie, but bacon bat, bacon butty, they're all fine. Okay. Some people call them cobs. Some people call them rolls.
Cobs? Who calls them cobs? Bacon roll? Yeah, bacon roll's
people
fine.
People say cobs.
Bacon cob, never heard that.
What is it, guys? A bread roll? A
bacon bap?
A bun? A cob?
Scarboy says Tom is
I call it a roll.
3 years.
A balm, yeah.
Not
balm.
accurate.
People call it a balm. DJ Superfly, guys, is balm. He is actually Scarboy.
No, he's, yeah. No.
Nearly. 2 years, 10 months.
Don't give my birthday.
It's a roll. I think it's a... I'm not giving it away. I think it's a roll.
Do they know
as well.
how old you are?
Yeah, they know I'm 25.
Okay, well then, yeah.
That goatee's majestic.
You're actually right.
Says Nicholas Williams.
Talking about me or...
It must be you they're talking about.
Well, it's a full-on kind of... I actually need to tie this up for the one and only
you
this
do.
Weekend.
Yeah, you do.
You know.
Roll says Dutch Christ. Roll says Joseph. Softy says
Cobble
Robbie.
bloody day, lads.
Oh, yeah, cob. A lot of people say cob, don't they? Check that out. Cobble day.
What is that? What is NOK? Is that Norwegian kroner?
Oh, Jarvis Cocker, mate. Get in there. Yeah, Norwegian kroner, mate. Getting in there raw. Jarvis.
Tom.
Thanks so much.
Can I read this out?
Yeah, sure.
Tom, be proud of your bro's achievements and the awesome community he's built. Big respect for keeping the good vibes despite tough times. Joe, you're a legend. Keep rocking on. I've got your back through thick and thin, bud. I am proud of the community he's created. Yes, that's correct. Everyone seems to be very, very nice on the stream, and it's nice that he gets the support he gets. And he's really entertaining. Sometimes, I haven't ever told him this, but sometimes after I'm done with, Simon Jordan on TalkSport and Joe Rogan, stuff like that, I'll listen to on the way home from work. I normally do laugh out loud. So, there you go.
Mate, Jarvis, what a lovely comment. Can we just get some love in there for Jarvis, man? Jarvis has been a 4-year supporter, member-wise, on this channel pretty much. A long-time viewer before that as well.
That's not good.
One of the oldest legends in it. No, this guy's a fucking legend, mate.
No, he might be a legend. I'm just saying that.
And he helped obviously, when we had that, bad business going on with our mum a little while ago. Jarvis was one of the guests regularly coming on my channel to help content coming out here.
That's very cool.
He was the Norwegian legend on the channel who looked a little bit like Rick Astley.
Who did you have on there?
Never gonna give you up.
They were very.
To be fair, he was one of the legends, man.
To be fair,
thank you,
I watched the
Jarvis.
whole one of them streams, and I remember him actually, and he was very good. In fact, they were all really. I was really impressed by how knowledgeable they all were.
Exactly.
He knows a lot about different countries' footballs. That's the guy, right? Yeah.
Jarvis is a very knowledgeable individual, great lad, features on multiple channels, absolute hero of a man, and very, very nice guy as well, and just like a complete hero, man. And we want to get you on the channel very soon, Jarvis.
A thoroughly bloody
I need to have
bloke.
a chat with you on the channel for a video soon coming up as well, and also try and get a weekly show together with you and the other legends that were on over that period of time, because it's just a nightmare trying to get everybody around at the same time, but we do need to figure that out, don't we? It'll be awesome. We can do a 7 p.m. show once a week, surely. Jarvis, you're a bloody hero. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, Mr. Jarvis Cocker, for that, lad. Very kind of you, mate. Very, very kind of you, and very nice words. I do appreciate it. You actually just reached through the screen there, and you massaged my heart there, my friend. You know what I'm saying?
You massaged something.
Massaged something, yeah. Thank you, Jarvis. Gary92 says Basuma, Madison, Bentancur, Saar.
Enough said. Well done, Gary 1992. Enough said. They're a good team. They're a good team.
Oh, we should have got Maddison instead of Mount. What were we thinking? We paid 20 million
100%.
more. 20 million more for Mount.
100%.
Thank you, Gary92. I appreciate that. Chidori Dubs, thank you so much for becoming a member. Dudes, get your favourite emoji to welcome in Chidori Dubs, for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you, Chidori. That's very kind of you. Thanks so much for becoming a member there. Very kind. Legend, thank you so much, Chidori Dubs. I appreciate that. Get in there with your favourite emoji, guys, to welcome them in. Robbie says, my name is Jarvis, and when I grow up, I want to be like the common people, says Robbie the Picked. Okay, fair enough. Let's all meet up in the year 2000. Man United Hodge getting those free Bentos pies in there. Thank you, Man United Hodge.
Free Buntos?
Yeah, look, free Bentos pies.
Okay.
Luke Shaw's favourite. Thank you, Eamon Barrett. God bless you as well. Hey, here's a good one for you, Tom. J United says, Tom, honest thoughts on Ten Hag so far? Nicola, can you pass us the bottle of Pepsi, the Diet Pepsi, please? Thank you.
That's a good question. My honest thoughts on Ten Hag so far, I think he's an excellent coach. Being the manager of Manchester United is you got to have huge shoulders. I mean, it's unbelievable, the pressure. You don't get the same at Ajax, you don't get the same at Arsenal, you don't get the same anywhere. The pressure is every day. You're always in the newspaper. There's always something going on. He's handled situations very well as far as Ronaldo. He's trying to get rid of Maguire. He's trying to move the team on. He bought in Martinez from Maguire, which was a very brave move. He's got rid of De Gea now, or moved him on. He's making big decisions, which other Man United managers haven't done. And he plays a nice brand of football. But the jury's still out. It is still out because we are still inconsistent. We still seem to have some games, and I'm just not convinced. He wants to play a certain way, but he hasn't had the players to do it, which is fine. And actually did a great job last year of kind of... he was being flexible on the spot. I can't think of the word for some reason, but he was adapting to the situation. Thank you very much.
Nicolini. Thank you.
He was adapting to the situation really well, but now he's got to get players in, which he has done a few players in, and he's got to get them to play his style of football, and then we can judge him. I don't think it's fair to judge him until after the season. I think so far so good, but the jury's out for me. I'm still not 100% convinced on him, but we'll see.
Do you want to say on this channel what you said to me the other day?
Well, I was winding you up a bit. But
I hope you were.
Hang on. I was going to qualify it. I was winding you up a little bit, but my point, the fact that you think it's crazy, the statement I made, does frustrate me a little bit. I would
say it. Say the statement.
I said, tongue in cheek, I said that I would take... I'm loving Big Ange instead. I would take Ange over Ten Hag today. Now, that was tongue in cheek, okay? But I don't like how people are underestimating Ange Postecoglou when he has an amazing track record. And Ten Hag, yeah, he had Ajax, but the amount of Ajax players, De Jong, the kid that now's at Bayern, he had like 7 or 8 players from the academy that were a dream, right? It was just like the golden generation of Ajax. So I'm not saying that I would do that, and I'm not saying Ten Hag isn't an excellent coach. I think he is, but I also think Ange Postecoglou is going to be freaking fantastic.
You are! I mean, that's all I can say to that, really. Guys, I'm proven. Only come over from the Scottish League and played a few fucking games so far. He might have a big presence or whatever. Come on, mate. I think that's outrageous. He's all right. He's doing all right.
Definitely got something about him. He's super freaking likeable, too.
Tommy says Ange definitely got something about him. Yeah,
he's super likeable. But he's kind of like Klopp, where I can imagine his fans just love him, but a lot less douchey. And a lot less of a fraud.
Well, fair enough. He was excellent at Celtic, Edward McAllister. You know, I know he was good over there, but guess what? The Scottish League is the Scottish League, mate. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was excellent at Molde as well. Does that mean that, you know, he's capable of doing really the best in the Premier League? Not really.
Tottenham isn't Manchester
Steven
United.
Gerrard was great at Rangers.
Tottenham isn't
Brendan
Manchester
was
United.
great at Celtic.
Tottenham isn't Manchester United.
Okay, fair enough.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer might have done great at Tottenham. He didn't do that terrible at Man United, to be honest with you. I mean, when you actually analyse it, he wasn't the right man for the job, but Tottenham is a lot less pressure than Manchester United.
Exactly, Berber. You know,
Brendan Rodgers was excellent at Celtic. Brendan Rodgers was also excellent at Leicester. Won an FA Cup with Leicester.
I mean, actually, Brendan Rodgers is a pretty decent manager.
I don't get that. I don't get the flack Brendan Rodgers does. He has done very well.
Even when
he was really close to winning the league with Liverpool.
He kind of was, yeah.
Like, they should have done it.
Was that the season Gerrard slipped, was it?
Yeah, he dominated Scottish football for free. He won treble after treble after treble. He goes to Leicester and wins an FA Cup. He didn't fancy it the last season. I don't understand Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers is a
He's
top
actually a
class
decent
manager.
He's a good coach. Yeah, he's done well wherever he's gone, more or less. So yeah, fair one. Yeah,
Ollie Maguire, Tom, terrible signing. For Man United, that was a terrible signing. I wasn't saying Ollie did an amazing job at Man United. I'm just saying that.
Let me say this though about Ollie signing players. Right? Let me tell you this. And this is no disrespect to Ollie, because you know how much I love Ollie. But did Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really sign anybody at Manchester United?
That's a really
Were
good
they
point.
Ollie signings? Was he given the freedom? These Ten Hag players that he's brought in, you can see they're all players he wanted from the Eredivisie, etc. But all these players that Man United signed, weren't they just signed for Ollie? I really don't even believe that Ollie has signed off on these and said, I really want this guy or not. I think they just bought them for Ollie, and
Who
Ollie
did
had
Ollie
to manage
sign?
whoever.
Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Cavani, Ronaldo. Yeah, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Was that an Ollie
Donny
signing?
Van der
Definitely
Beek.
wasn't.
We signed Donny for
Donny
34
Van der
mil.
Beek?
He never played
That
him.
was not an Ollie
That
Gunnar
wasn't an
Solskjaer
Ollie signing.
No. Yeah, slab it out, Tom. Yeah, he shouldn't be playing for Man United anymore.
Ollie
Completely
had the
agree.
pulling power of Susan Boyle in a man's prison. They still didn't want to go.
Dan
But
James.
to be fair, if you were in a prison
Dan
for a long
James,
time, I'll tell
that
you
was a
something.
bad
Susan
signing.
Boyle would probably start looking pretty good, mate. You know what I'm
Susan Boyle
saying?
looks pretty good right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, in for a penny, in for a
problem?
pound. That's what I say.
I think Susan Boyle's delightful. She could
Make
sing,
her hit that high note.
She could literally sing to you in the morning while she's making you tea.
Gary92, thanks again for the $9.99 super chat here. This guy's going in raw. Gary, mate, get in there, you absolute spud scubber. He says Eric Ten Hag needs to change his system, otherwise he will come unstuck. Oh, think he's talking crap in his press conferences. Oh, you know what, Gary? What I think about his pressers, I think he's very much. He's another Glazer sort of yes man, unfortunately. But as I've said it before, you kind of have to be. If you want to keep your job there, you can't say it how it is, unfortunately.
They could not fire him right now, if he was being honest. They wouldn't.
I don't know.
It would be... And he would go somewhere top immediately anyway.
Yeah, but he's still not allowed to say what he really thinks. He still
Why?
has to keep his cards very
Why?
close to his chest. Because the Glazers just wouldn't like it. They probably would bid him off. They did it with Rangnick. As soon as Rangnick talked about needing 10 players and open heart surgery, they sacked him off.
Yeah,
Before
Rangnick
that, he was
wasn't
coming
doing
in.
well.
No, but he was never meant to be a manager. If you remember, he was preordained to go in and be in some sort of role at the top of the football club.
Ten Hag didn't fancy that.
Well, maybe.
That was the rumour.
Well,
I'm not saying
okay.
that was true, but he didn't
You know,
fancy
but
it. Which I understand too.
Honestly,
'cause
I
Ten
think
Hag
if
and
you
him
look
had
at his
different
recent press conferences, I believe he has been told, to wind his neck in a little bit and just keep his cards close to his chest.
I wouldn't be doing that.
I think you kind of
I
have
think
to
that's
be a
what got
bit.
Ollie in the end as well. I think he would have just come out and said some of the stuff. I think he would, if he was a bit braver and wasn't desperately hanging on to the job. You got to be, as a football manager, I know it's easy for me to say this here, but you got to be someone like Big Ange Postecoglou that says it how it is, okay? And also that doesn't, just knows that, hey, being a manager of Manchester United, being a manager of Real Madrid, being a manager of whoever is fantastic, but it doesn't define you as a person. There is more to life than that. And if you're hanging on and desperate for it, like Ollie was, for example, just to use Ollie as an example, you're not going to be successful because you're desperate and you're always going to be panicking and worried. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, like Moisey, like Van Gaal, I mean, even top managers like Van Gaal that's had an amazing track record, they look just desperate and just worried, and that's why they didn't do well. Now Ten Hag seems a little bit more steely, but the jury is still out on Ten Hag.
Who's watched United live more, says Philip Chapman? I mean, I don't know, actually. I've probably only seen him about 7 times in my whole life. The first time we went together and we watched Bournemouth versus Manchester United, and David Beckham scored the winner. And can you remember, there was it was mostly youth players, right, in that game. It was probably early 90s.
Beckham scored the winner.
I seem to remember, I think it was either Pallister or Bruce was at the back.
One of them.
One of them, either or, can't remember who. There wasn't very many first teamers in it. I would be so interested to see who was in that team that day, because it was probably like a legendary team that went on to do amazing things.
Phil Neville played. Phil Neville definitely played.
Yeah.
And there were some other younger kids that...
I've seen United versus
even,
Arsenal.
You know what? I think Robbie Savage played that day, funny enough, as well.
United versus Wimbledon back in the day.
I've seen...
United versus Birmingham I went to see. I've seen about 7 games live, to be fair. I don't claim to be the biggest,
live person. I've been in the States for
person.
17 years. Obviously, I watched United live a month ago. Bournemouth game. I watched them against Liverpool. I watched them against Southampton. I think that's it. I honestly think that's it.
I mean, we
I
live
think
down
it's
on the
4 or
south
5.
coast. It ain't the easiest, to
4
be
or
fair.
5. I've been in Minnesota for
there you go.
17 years.
Chloe
and watched
Jenkins.
I could tell you who was watched Man United live more in the last month. That's me. It's literally a month ago I was watching them. It's the 1st of September.
Oh, it's the 1st of September. Happy new month, guys. Pinch
shite.
punch 1st of the month.
Terrible.
Chloe Jenkins, thanks very much for your £5 super chat. Says, I like Eric Ten Hag, but as a reserve team coach, he was overlooked when Pep left.
You were at Bayern Munich did overlook him.
Okay, fair enough. Chloe, yeah, I mean, interesting. I mean, listen, I actually really like what Ten Hag's done over the last year. The fact that he was able to get rid of some of the shite. He made big decisions like the Ronaldo decision, and obviously was the first coach to really sack off Slabby Maguire from the first team, and he made some big decisions. He also did well last season. Won a League Cup for us, the first trophy in 5 years. Got us to an FA Cup final.
League
only
Cup.
lost to it. Didn't I say that?
Yeah.
I said League Cup.
Mate.
Okay. FA Cup final. Only lost to a great side in Pep Guardiola's City, who were cheated their way to supremacy.
Couldn't stop him
Yeah,
doing
okay,
trouble.
but we still got there, right? And then, finished 3rd in the league, which is a good showing in his first season. You can't argue with his first season's achievements based on the season we had before that where we melted. He got us back on track. He stabilised us. Really, like Tom says, it's still kind of the jury's out on him because this season he's going to have to perform this year.
But yes,
he's got to kick on this year. He's had money. He spent 400 million now, so we're going
to find out.
He's got to do it now.
He's got to do it now.
Got to do it.
He's got to finish top 3 this year and win another trophy, a bigger trophy, and then keep moving on from there.
The pressure's never off at United.
And he's got to be closer. Like, come March, April, he has to be within touching distance of the title. He can't be 20 points behind City.
No.
He's got to be, okay, if we can go on a run here, we could win. He's got to be challenging for the title, which I don't think we're going to do.
Keep smashing the likes, by the way, guys. Let's see if we can get 400 likes. Stephanie says we've got 363. Smash the like, smash the subscribe. We're over 73,000.7k subscribers now. Keep subscribing if you're new. Get your thoughts in. I mean, the pressure's never off at United. Look at Ollie. Ollie was a penalty kick away from winning the Europa League, and then a few months later he's getting sacked. It's never off at United. You have to keep performing. It's a machine of a football club, and if you're not in control of that machine at any point, then you're likely to get sacked off. That's the reality. I mean, I think Ten Hag's bought himself a little bit of credit in the bank, but not a lot. It's still like if he has a bad time of it and is not in a position where we can challenge by, say, Christmas, he's still going to have massive pressure on him, isn't he?
Subscribe to my channel as well, guys.
Looks like Matt and Jeff Hardy. Yeah, go and subscribe to Tactician Tom. Go and put your
what is it?
Go and put your channel in the.
How do I do it? How do I do it?
Okay, see that link there. Yep. Copy that link.
Oh no.
Copy that link and
put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Can you star that shit?
Wait, hang on. I'm gonna have to comment in the chat so I can make you a mod. Then you'll be able to post a link. You won't be able to post it otherwise. I'll just make you a moderator. Okay. It won't work. It won't work. Just put a letter in there and then I'll make you a mod and then you'll be able to post it. Okay, there you are. L. Okay, I'll just add you as a moderator. Right, you are a moderator.
That's the worst decision you ever made.
Well, I'll take it off of you again afterwards. You're a moderator, so now post the link in there.
I've not posted a video in like 4 years, but if I've got 111 subscribers. If I get 39 subscribers to 150, I will start posting videos again.
Okay, now repost that link.
I will post a video in the next week from getting back to the States, which would be by September 11th.
Okay, cadet. Oh. Hey, there it is right there. So, guys, go over to Tactician Tom's channel. He's on 111 subscribers. There is some content on him over there about United and stuff.
I'd have to get my thumbnails.
It's at the top of the live chat. Go over there and subscribe to his channel. Give him some love. This is this guy right here, Tactician Tom. It's pinned to the top of the live chat now. Go over and subscribe to him right now. Nice one.
I've got a beard now, too. We prefer the number 69 in this brigade? What's that about?
Oh, goodness me. Yeah, Spurs did. They lost on pens to Fulham. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, we're just going to read a couple more out. Kingslayer's just subscribed to you. Nice one. We're going to read a couple more comments out there. We will have to wrap this up. It's 12:30 a.m. But we've still got 340 legends in here. Great stream tonight, guys. Thanks for getting in for the transfer news. Man looks like Snape retired from Hogwarts and started listening to Nirvana, says Daniel. AMRABAT update. Hey Ryan, just the fact that we are currently in discussions with Fiorentina at the moment. I missed some super chats, did I?
Someone said, "Is this your dad pig?" And I want to have a word with them.
Oh, Angie, thank you very much for that. I missed. Sorry, not Angie. You're talking about Angie. Wait. Man United Hodge says there's no way Angie is better than Ten Hag. Angie has already bottled the EFL Cup, and also I hate to be Arsenal. Exactly, Hodgie. You know, he's only done stuff really in the Scottish League. It doesn't impress me much. So I agree with you.
Gary,
thank you so much, Hodgie, for that super chat, man. I agree. Gary92 says, yeah, I got to admit, Angie plays good football and being a straight talker has been refreshing. Fair enough. If I was a Spud, I'd be happy with him at the moment as well. He's had a good start. But look, can he keep that up for the rest of the season? It's a difficult sort of situation to try and get Spurs to be non-bottlers for a whole season. Very difficult indeed. I mean, Pochettino did well with them, but ultimately didn't take them quite far enough. Couldn't win that Champions League final, and beyond that, next season he started to have a melt. Harry Redknapp had a good spell with Spurs, but most people struggle. Most people struggle. Fan. Yeah, loads of people subscribing to your channel. Gattuso subscribed, Stay Gold subscribed. Everyone, go and subscribe to Tom at the top of the live chat.
Let's see how many more I've gone up here.
Jarvis says, in Ollie's defence, he might not have gotten the players.
I've got up 21.
Wow.
In that time. Another 18 I've got to do a video about it September 11th. Jeez.
Guys, subscribe to him, and then he will do a video. Jarvis Cocker says, in Ollie's defence, he might not have gotten the players he aimed for, but hey, it's still on Ollie.
I can't.
Life doesn't wait. You've got to take advantage and carve your own destiny. Immortality. Take it. It's yours. Exactly, Jarvis. You're right. I actually do think Ollie did a very good job for a couple of years, and then it just got too much for him, didn't it? A couple of key decisions that he made, maybe,
Ronaldo killed him.
Ronaldo did make it difficult for him, yeah. Wasn't Ollie Gunnar unbeaten for his first 15 games? Yes, he was, mate. As interim manager, did absolutely brilliantly, no doubt. It's the Hairy Biker, says Efter Man. Kate Cadet says, can Tom do the Eric Cantona outro, please? Maybe. Do you know it?
Yeah, I could probably read it because I can.
Surely
read.
You can do it.
Probably one time.
Okay, we'll let him do it. We'll let him do it. We'll let him do it
today?
Tonight, yeah.
Oh,
it's all right. We'll get it up on screen for you. Gary, it's easy. You remember it. Yeah, you can do it.
No, because I'm going to butcher it.
That's fine.
You won't like it, guys.
Gary92 says, think I'd rather Ange than the Dutch Gilberg, says Gary.
I think he means Goldberg.
He doesn't actually. He means Gilberg. That skinny version of Goldberg.
That's a freaking awesome reference. Well done, Gary. That's a great
The Dutch
reference.
Gilberg. How dare you, mate? He's the Dutch Stone Cold Steve Austin. Give me a hell yeah. Don't be like that. John Tracy's just subscribed. You must be getting bare subscribers at the moment. Philip Chapman subscribed. Lewis Arrays has subscribed. Chloe Jenkins has subscribed to you. You must have loads of subscribers now.
So much activity. 138.
138. He needs 12 more, guys. Go and give him a subscribe. Right, go on. Do this real quick. There it is there. Go on. You can read that out.
In a French accent, or can I just speak normal?
No, in a French accent. You've got to do it in a French accent.
When the seagulls follow the trawler, it is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea.
You're right, you did butcher that.
I gave it my best shot.
But respect. Prod by Palmeiras has just subscribed, and Real Killers, and Butters as well, and Stefan Harringtonio. How you doing there, Stefan? I hope you're doing great. And Sylvester Indianga subscribed to you as well. Hey, nice one, guys. Well done. That's awesome.
141.
141 gets
behind a little bit.
Piggy power. Piggy power, guys.
This is piggy power. 141. Hey, it's a good day to be me.
Yeah.
143.
Spot on, says the mustard.
7 away.
Cool, nice one, guys. Keep subscribing to him anyway. But yeah, we're going to have to wrap this up in a minute, to be fair. I'm pretty hungry as well. I need to eat something.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I'm hungry. Secret Underdog the Game has just subscribed to you, and Mr. Leo G.
These guys are awesome. Look at them.
Legends, absolute legends.
Are they going to have enough time to consume my content? That's probably.
Yeah, I remember doing videos about that, Chrissy J, back in the day. You're absolutely right. Jarvis says, Tom, I was already a subscriber to your channel 4 years since your last video.
I'll get one on there by September, like 145. Yeah, we're going.
Sub, says Tommy Boyle. Connor Garrity, thank you for your super chat, mate. Get in there, Connor. He says, hi, Pig and Pig Jr. The Glazers are only trying to stay by...
Oh, let's stop right there, Connor Garrity. All right. Pig and Pig Jr. That's not going to fly, okay? I can beat this man at arm wrestling, I can beat him in darts, I can beat him in snooker, I can beat him in golf. He's my little brother. I literally pedigreed him through a coffee table when we were young.
He's actually being serious.
Okay.
He literally used to do wrestling moves on me. He pedigreed me through a coffee table.
There you go, 150.
Hey, let's get a hashtag 150 in there.
Video a week. Come on. Then. We'll see if anyone actually watches it. If they do, then I'll keep doing them.
Nice one, mate. Nice one. You know what? You should do them for the passion. Should do them for the passion, not for any other reason, mate.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are?
No. To be fair, but part of the passion is sharing your love with other people, right? And if no one's going to watch it, and what made you doing it for me, that's fine.
Do it for you. Do it for you, and if you build it, they will come. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're exactly right. It's not like I want, to do anything big with it, but I would just love like 100 for like the input that you get. Would be great.
That'd be great. Connor says, hi, Pig and Pig Jr.
Coaches community. Get coaching in there.
The Glazers are only trying to stay by signing players they think we like. Connor, yeah, they often do that to appease the fan base, but are you sure about that? I'm not 100% in this transfer window, because think about it. Maybe last summer you could say that, but this summer we've signed Mason Mount, who not a lot of people rate, to be fair, especially for 60 mil. Rasmus Højlund's a good signing, yeah, but it still actually is up in the air whether or not he will be a success or not. He's only 20, I think he will, but it still has to play out that way. And then even... some of the other players we signed, like Reguilón, on the cheap. Nobody really wants Reguilón. I'm not so sure if that's true right now. Maybe in the past, like Ronaldo coming back to sell shirts, and Varane and Sancho and bringing these guys in, yes. But I'm not so sure if we can say that this season, Vincent subscribed and Don F subscribed. Thank you, Travis. F the man subscribed to you as well. We are brothers, Sylvester and Younger. Yes, indeed. I'm starting to look like the Big Show when he was in the film The Water Boys as Vincent Blecker. Brilliant. Imagine Prime Cantona slotting into this team.
153 subscribers now.
That's awesome.
I'm winning.
That is awesome. Thanks everyone for subscribing to my bro. His channel is at the top of the live chat. Vutinator subscribed to you. Throwing grenades. He moved to the States because he loves their cheese and bacon.
I did answer that earlier in the other stream, so if you want, it's a bit long-winded, I guess, and I appreciate the question, though.
It's linked at the top of the chat there, Chocolate Salty Balls, mate. You see Tactician Tom at the top. Just click that link and subscribe to him.
There you go.
Yeah, we're subbing to Tactician
who's
Tom.
Real Killers?
The Hoop Man sub.
That guy seems smart.
Real Killer says, what a good-looking brother you have. You what?
I mean, to be fair. That's cool.
Do some nature videos around your area in America, says Forsport.
Oh, that would be awesome, too.
Captain Insane.
That's part of the thing, isn't it? What's the channel going to be about? Is it just going to be about me?
Well, football and a personal blog would be good, yeah.
Football and a personal blog, I could do that.
Yeah,
I go kayaking on lakes in my inflatable kayaks. I do that.
Sub, says Nathan. Okay, anyway, you got a lot of subscribers there. Ulf793's just subbed to you as well. You got a lot of subscribers there.
Going to make a video by September 11th.
Brilliant. You said it now, so you got to do it.
Yeah.
Okay then, guys. We're going to... smoky and streaky like the male version of Kenny and Lacey.
I better start... You know what I'm going to do now as well? I'm going to start an Instagram. And I'm going to start a Twitter.
Yeah, good shout. Kate Cadet, I was only joking when I said that. He hates American bacon. American bacon's not even bacon. Says, how can you choose American scuffed bacon over ours, Tom? Are you a man? It's awful, their bacon. Simon Cowie, thanks for the $4.99 super chat. How you doing? You got a new avatar on the go, mate. What is that? Respect, mate. Some sort of two-faced type thing going on. He says, hi, Pig and Pig's bro. Pig, we lost Mengi. We have lost too many youth players. Yeah, Dead End Mengi's gone to Luton, hasn't he, on a permanent deal? A little bit surprising, I suppose. To be honest with you, I actually forgot he was still at the club. He's not really got into the side, has he?
If you can't break in, you got to go somewhere else.
You've got to go somewhere
on a loan, but I think he's been on a couple of loans, doesn't he? It's like, what's the lad, the centre-back, Tuanzebe?
Yeah.
It's like, come on, I mean, he's had enough opportunities breaking. Clearly he hasn't,
Yeah, we've got rid of a few. I mean, Elanga went this summer as well. If the manager thinks that they're never going to get into the first team, it's best to move them on, I suppose.
Can get Pig over and take him kayaking as special guest. Yeah, I could do that actually. Yes. Tom, can you recommend a TV program from Mega to watch? I'd like to watch this one called Bar Rescue. I like to watch this one. That's a great one. I don't watch a lot of TV in America, though. I just watch probably the stuff you watch like on Paramount Plus and Yellowstone. If you haven't watched Yellowstone, and then 1883 and 1923, if you have not watched them shows, you should be stopping everything now and watching them shows.
I haven't watched them.
They're absolutely brilliant. So yes, Yellowstone.
380 likes. Keep smashing the likes, guys. Let's get to 400 likes. Yeah, we got decent money for Elanga. Simon Cowie says, Pig, I subscribe to your bro. Thank you, Simon Cowie. You're a legend, mate. What's that?
Been watching one-handed since you let the hair down.
Oh, Dutch Christ. Bloody hell. Dutch Christ. Oh, no. I hope that's because you're searching with your other hand on Google for barbers in your area. Rather than anything else, my friend. Tulsa King, thank you, Dutch Christ. Tulsa King is Aces Mokan. Oh yeah, that's the Sylvester Stallone one, right? I've not watched that yet. Kevin Costner, yeah, what a legend. He lives in Minnesota, Dale. Yeah, bloody hell, Dutch Christ. I know it's a bit too much information. Tommy Boy says Yellowstone's epic till it finished with a row. A row? A row?
Well, it's not finished yet.
Oh, okay, till it finished with it. What does that mean? With a row or a row?
A row.
Oh, a row. What's
Kevin Costner and what's his face that writes it and produces it.
Oh, I see.
Can't think of his name.
Right.
They haven't released the final part of season 5, I think it is. But they are going to make another series of 1923, which the first season was amazing, and they're going to make, I think, a 1943 with Matthew McConaughey. So it's still going. It's just like in the Yellowstone universe, if you will.
Lonesome
But
Dove.
it
Bret Hart
brilliant.
was in that, wasn't he?
He was in, yeah. Lonesome Duff.
All right, guys, we're going to have to wrap this up. It's nearly 1:45 in the morning, so we're going to have to wrap this up now.
I got a breakfast date at 9 a.m.
Yeah, he's going to have to go now. So, but it's been an absolute pleasure. Great show. Thanks for getting in
Thanks
here,
for having me
everybody.
on.
Make sure you do subscribe to him at the top of the chat. And remember, guys, come back after this video's finished. Comment on this video, and you'll get another entry into the giveaway for a T-shirt tomorrow. We're going to give away 3 T-shirts tomorrow. So make sure you do come back afterwards and comment something. And that way you'll be entered into the giveaway. And like I said, if you've already commented on one of the other ones, we'll give you 2 chances if you comment again after this video. That's how we're going to decide who's entered into the competition. So come back. It's at the top of the chat. It's called Tactician Tom. That is his channel. It's at the top of the live chat there. It's linked at the top. Go and subscribe to it. And make sure you come back after this video's finished and comment on it. And that way you'll be entered into the giveaway. Simon Cowie, crikey, another $9.99 super chat. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, everyone, for getting in here. Simon Cowie says, Pig, it's the Fiend. Pig is the Fiend in memory of WWE superstar Bray Wyatt, who died of a heart attack at age 36.
The Fiend was very strong. He had superhuman strength. He does not.
Very sad to hear about that, mate. I mean, he was a bit... I didn't really watch that much of him, to be fair.
I did. He was awesome.
Because I haven't watched a lot of WWE in the last, 10 years. But you know what? So sad to hear that he passed away. 36 is no age at all.
IRS man's son.
Yeah, the IRS man.
Bo Dallas's brother.
Bloody hell.
He was an amazing wrestler, man. And his storytelling, that was what his gift was. He was so good at telling stories.
Very sad to hear that, mate. Rest in peace to Bray Wyatt, absolutely. The Fiend. Simon, thanks so much for the super chat there, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you to everyone for the super chat tonight and everybody getting in here and having your say. Great chat, great banter as always. Thank you, Gunk. She says, great show, Tom and Pig. Thank you so much. Thank you, Orlando. Yeah, Tom's channel's pinned at the top. Go and subscribe to Tom. Thank you, Kate Cadet. Much love to you, man. Yeah, he says, have a great time at your mate's wedding.
Oh, I will.
Thank you, Real Killers. Thank you, Stefan. Everybody else as well, thank you, all the members in green here, Philip, Gattuso, United We Stand, V2+10, everyone, Randall, Kingslayer, Luan France, thank you so much. I love handles as well, thank you, Luan France, Stephanie Griffith, the Hoop Man, much love to you, bro. He says, amazing seeing your bro on here as well, thank you very much. Chidori Doves, and Dale subscribed to your channel as well. Simon, thank you. Matthew Smith, Vincent Bullock as well. Jay,
is it Smith or Smythe?
I think it's Smythe.
I mean, it's Smythe. Yeah.
Smith. No, it's Smith. It would be Smythe. If it
yeah.
had an E on the end, it would be Smythe.
I don't know about that.
Top vid. Thank you, Gary, as well, mate. Thanks for getting in here, raw lad, throughout. United We Stand.
subs.
Connor Garrity as well.
Up to
Alan,
163.
Kevin, Philip, Kingslayer.
I'm essentially famous. Look at this. 164. Come on,
Aaron, much love. The Cake Cadet, K Slater. All the moderators, thanks for moderating the chat. All the members, thanks for getting in there, raw. Everyone, thanks so much. You know what? How is Jarvis Cocker not a moderator on this channel? You are now. Jarvis, you're a moderator, mate. There you go. You deserve it, to be fair. You've been a long-time legend. I don't know how you're not a moderator, to be fair. Jarvis is a new mod, guys. Welcome aboard the mod squad, Jarvis. Welcome in here, my friend. You deserve it, lad. Thanks for all the support. Jarvis Cocker, Simon Cowie, Luan, Simon, everybody else as well. Sir Jummy, Kate Cadet, Stephanie, Matthew Smith, Sylvester. Good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you smash the like before you go. Smash the subscribe. Come back after. Get a comment in the stream. Some sort of serious comment about one of the topics we've discussed would be good. Drop a like on it, hit the subscribe button if you're new, come back afterwards and have your say, and thanks very much for watching. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch and Kick at Flying Pig United. Check out the website flyingpigunited.com. You can also click the link at the top of the live chat. Go and subscribe to my brother's channel, Tactician Tom. Okay, and thanks everyone for tuning in, and remember, when the seagulls, thanks Tom, great show.
Cheers.
And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.